Yeah, I need some help because how y'all doing today? We are live and happy Monday. It's good to be here. Got a surprise guest coming, and yeah, I'll be minus one day. Nevertheless, we're here. Look, got my man Deacon King Ace with me. Put my headphones on and we can start getting cooking.
Let's roll, man. We here.
We here, baby.
What is up, man? What is up? What is up? Welcome back. I know that drive was probably. I mean, having to go through it was probably the most gruesome, and the drive made it even worthwhile. So I'll say it that way.
Man, that drive was something else, man.
But the reason for going, Trump's the drive. I would, at least by my estimation,
Facts.
at least going,
Facts.
you know.
Facts.
Do you feel at least? I mean, I know you're not gonna feel okay, but it's a little bit of a new chapter.
A rough chapter, man.
Rough chapter.
Very emotional weekend, but we'll talk about that in short. Nevertheless, everybody who's out there, we thank y'all for coming on board with us, man. We thank y'all for being here. Look, let's go and jump right into it.
When the weekend turns to Monday and the clock strikes 9, we're bringing you a message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The most uplifting hour on your late night walk. Trusty Sean P, Deacon King Ace, and your host, Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
Woo! Man, oh man, happy Monday, man. How was your weekend, King Ace?
Man, my weekend was it was a mixture of things. It was good though. It was good. Like I mentioned to you, we had to bury one of our long time church members at my home church, and so it was a beautiful homegoing service. But yeah, it's been a good weekend. Saturday kind of threw me for a loop for Sunday though, because I haven't been to a Saturday funeral in so long. Where we still technically have church. So it threw me for a loop. So when Sunday came, it kind of bypassed me. It's like, Sunday service compared to it being a homegoing service. So, but it was still, the weekend was still beautiful. It was still beautiful. So yeah,
long week, man. Long weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Long weekend, but we made it through.
Yeah. We here, man.
Yeah, said our final farewell to my man Eric Boyd and beautiful family.
Yeah.
Beautiful family, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was an awesome young man. But you can't replace players like that,
Yeah.
You just can't. So, but my man, so we haven't gotten the announcement yet, bro.
We haven't. I thought it would have came on my birthday. What he said, 16 years from when he originally made that announcement on July 8th, from 2010 to 2026, and it still hasn't happened. Which further goes into the idea of what is the ultimate goal of LBJ, as great of a player as he's been throughout his career, what is the true end goal? And we won't know because these guys have a persona that they have to keep up, and they don't have to tell you and show you who they really are, right? As a fan, as an analyst, or casual is another term that they use. Even their closest friends, they don't have to tell you what their end goal truly is. The ones closest, like the closest to them, his wife, his kids, his mom, or family, or whatever. Even his agent may not know, meaning Rich Paul, which I think
But is
which I believe he plays a part in that, not being honest and telling what's really going on. What is the end goal for him still playing? And what is the end goal for him, what he's looking forward to? Because someone on their last leg, if he's really truly on his last leg, what is he really aiming for? Is he aiming for a championship? Is he aiming, to still play with his son? Is he aiming for both? Is he aiming to try to reach a certain peak to get more guys paid based on his play style because it's worked for other guys from before to now? Like there are so many walks of life in which LeBron James has allowed some guys to eat and also crumble, because it's the idea that I make my teammates better, but how much of my teammates do I make better when, as great as you are, you have to lessen yourself for me to be great? How great am I really? So so when you really dig deep into it, what young players are gonna hurt from him joining their team? What franchises are going to hurt if they have to pay him? Because he's saying he won a vet minimum, but he wouldn't even do that for the hometown team that he actually established for 8 years plus. So something's not adding up, and we're not getting the answers. So hopefully somebody can help us understand this and get some answers from somebody. Hopefully.
Bro, so how close have you been following this? Like, have you been following this? I mean, we've been talking about it. It's taken over pretty much our show because
No, I've been in there. I've been in there from
the NFL
either team and what trades will happen. Cap.
The NFL is so quiet right now, bro. It's deafening.
NBA trade, WNBA season, and summer league is all we have right now, besides FIFA, of course.
Because it's been an MLB, but we already said we're gonna wait till.
No, for sure, MLB for sure.
Wait
till
yeah. We're gonna wait till October when probably I would say mid-September when it really starts get cooking. But me personally, I'm surprised the NFL hasn't, because last year was loud. Last year you had Shador and the draft. Like the NFL was screaming. It was a screaming teenager. So this year for it to be so deafening, it's mind-boggling. But I mean, we're gonna go where the excitement is, right? But like for real, like how far back do you? But I've been paying attention to this further than when the season started, and I've said this on several episodes where I go back from when the Lakers didn't re-sign LeBron, and when they did not extend him. With Luka, I mean, you can go far back as the Luka trade when you saw the writing on the wall. I'm just saying, that's kind of harsh to hear, and I'm sure, but yeah, that's my stance on it. I think, I mean, bro, I'm a common sense person, right? And I know about the salary cap. I thought that was very clever because you remember for a period this year, we was like, okay, what everybody's waiting on? What's the move? And when we saw the salary cap move 15 million or 18 million, was it 17 or 18 million? When it went from
it was a range of 15 about 18.
Yeah, it went from 147 to 165. So that added some cap space. And um man, I got some interesting I got some interesting stuff that I'm gonna share with people that Rick Bucher, Byron Scott, these are credible people and they have their podcasts and they have information. They have some very credible information. So um I'm waiting on this downloading right now as we speak. And we're gonna hear what's good. So that's why I asked you how long have you been watching this journey, on how we got here, because it's been an interesting journey. I go back to the Luca trade, you know, and there's a lot of things that could have happened that didn't. And I like, did it ever cross your mind that this may be the last run for LeBron in LA when Luca, was traded for? Or did you think, oh, okay, they finna, oh, they gave LeBron something nice, so they really want to push and give LeBron this fifth ring? What side of the coin were you on?
I I honestly seen the writing on the wall, but because of the history and the habit in which LeBron has played with great players, I could have seen him staying in LA, but JJ Redick wouldn't have been able to be the coach. Because I seen the writing on the wall when him and JJ Redick was having their podcast, and since that podcast, you haven't seen any episodes since it. For them to be as great or in cahoots with one another as people claim them to be, and then he became the coach, and then things didn't shape out like we thought it should and would have.
Hmm.
Which I spoke about before.
Yeah.
If you're my guy and I'm working with you, not saying I couldn't play on the same team that you're coaching, although I'm potentially older than you at the same time, but the age shouldn't be the main point. The main point I'm trying to, illustrate is that we've had a podcast before you became the coach of the team I was playing on, but we haven't had any episodes since. There should be some sense of writing on the wall that ended, not just because of the team. It's like, okay, I want to cut ties with all of it, which is why when Luca got when Luca got to the LA, I knew off the rip it wouldn't work, whether they were healthy or not. I knew it wouldn't work.
They same player. Yes.
No, they're the same player, but they're not the same player.
Well,
It's not like when LeBron went and joined Wade in Miami.
no. And I say that speaking
And
basically, they're both ball dominant. That's what I
right.
meant by
Well, Wade was ball dominant too, and so was Kyrie Irving.
that.
But that doesn't mean they were complementary to one another.
Right.
That's what I mean by that. I don't mean that they couldn't play together, or Kyrie was more ball dominant than LeBron, or Wade was more ball dominant than LeBron. Like, Wade know how to play without the ball, and Kyrie learned how to, which is why he did ultimately end up making his way to 2 NBA Finals with another player similar to LeBron, different play style, less athletic, not as much of a defensive presence, but Luka and LeBron typically on the offensive end literally do the exact same thing. Luka is more of a scorer from the shooting sense. LeBron is more of a scorer from getting downhill, getting others involved. Luka can get guys involved, but Luka's going to shoot that long ball, and he's going to get you in foul trouble. LeBron getting you in foul trouble, but he's also looking to get other guys involved before he take his shot early on. Now he'll take his shot in his older years, but that doesn't mean that they're comparable to each other. Wade was comparable to LeBron because Wade also understood how to be unselfish and play without the ball, while also being a two-way player defensively. When LeBron learned that he needed that from playing in Miami, that's the formula he took. And I don't know if people realize that. That's the exact formula he took from Miami. Let me get a stretch four. Let me get another ISO player who understands how to get guys involved or take their shots when the shots are available for him. And then put defenders and shooters around him. That's been his formula since he left Miami. That's why I also spoke about if that's the formula he would have known and learned before his 7 years was up in Cleveland, yeah, he would have went to even more NBA finals if that was the case. But the coaching aspect mattered too, because he had the personnel. No, they
Yes.
just didn't know what the playing style would have been to fit for what he needed, because he also had to be the orchestrator of it. So when he ended up getting Luca, it's not guaranteed that that was going to formulate the way he needed to for them to win. And so I seen the writing on the wall, because Luca is way more ball dominant than LeBron is. Because if Luca don't have the ball, he's similar to James Harden. He's going to
Yeah.
stand around and not give you anything on the other side of the ball. He's not cutting back door.
No.
Luca's not sitting in the corner waiting for the ball. Luca's sitting at the top of the key, probably slightly to the left, slightly to the right on the wing, waiting for him to get the ball back. There may be some plays written up to get him open, but Luca's not fast enough. He's smart enough. He has the IQ to get open, but someone who has the quickness of a LeBron, a Kyrie Irving, Leandro Barbosa when he was in the league to do a backdoor cut. You're not seeing Luca do backdoor cuts. Like, that's not his game.
No.
So to
He
see him and
doesn't.
LeBron play,
He
like,
doesn't
that
move
just wasn't it.
well. He doesn't move well without the ball
Yeah,
for you to, you know, that's just not his thing.
yeah.
Um, now that's never been his game.
Hmm.
But you know, I voiced concerns when I saw that trade, but I'm sorry. I I didn't I paid more attention to Los Angeles when the Lakers did not re-sign him. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I looked at that and I was like, oh, they don't want him back.
You've been heavy on that too, though. You've been real
Yeah,
heavy on that one,
yeah,
because it makes some
because
sense in some area. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like okay because his track record, like he has the player option, right? He'll pick up the option and they redo the contract for a 2 year contract. He'll pick up the second year, redo another. You know what I'm saying? That's been the pattern. I want to kind of low key say since he's been to LA, the 2 year pattern, but uh, I um, I don't know. It's different. This time it was different. It was like, yeah, we done. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, like, listen to the language that Clutch Sports says. LeBron has chosen to move on from the Lakers, and he informed them that he was going to move on. And I'm saying, yeah, that's ego talking because it was not up to you, bro. They didn't offer you an extension. You
or did they offer him an extension that he didn't want to compromise or take action on?
well, that can't be it because as soon as that came out, they said he'll take the minimum.
But that's from other teams.
No,
That's that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's the same thing that Jalen Duren is dealing with Detroit. Like, I made an All NBA team or defensive team, All Star team, and y'all won't even pay me what I earned. So now I'm having no choice but to go to another market to see what they're willing to pay me. But granted, if that's what you do, knowing that they can pay you less, cool. We'll match what they're willing to pay you, since you won't even take the offer that we're giving you, which is more than what they're going to pay you. That could have been a thing, but the news of that option for LeBron never came out.
I
Even
don't
as
know,
it being a
bro.
1 year or 2 year deal, knowing that his son is still on that same team and he wants to play with him, at least
Yeah,
from what's been rumored and what's been put out there.
remember what happened last year, okay? In off season. I've said this several times before. Remember that, you know, LeBron came to camp salty, man, and hurt. Huh? You saw that? He was hurt.
Quotated hurt. Got it.
You feel me? And so like there's been a lot of how can I put this, man? There's been a lot of like a low key um A lot of mind games being played. You feel me? And so,
I mean, we know who we dealing with though. That's part of the
well,
mantra of how he moves though. That's how he moves. It's all a mind game. No one's gonna know what he's gonna do, and his team knows, but they know to keep their lips sealed. There is no way, and I watched Nightcap last night. I'm gonna let you finish, Rev. There is no way your agent has no clue where you want to go over the last 2 to 3 weeks. Please,
no, bro.
Please save that. Save that.
Yeah, Rich Paul knows.
He a part of the same game and I wouldn't even say they're playing chess because there's only a few teams I've already spoken about, unless y'all are just trying to put a rug from under everybody.
Not anymore. No, there's no chess now. No, that's why
they're playing tic-tac-toe, man.
Bro, that's why I asked the question tonight: is LeBron really wanted? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I said this.
And that's
I said that.
That's a hard question to ask because Larry,
as great of a player as he's been throughout his career, anybody can want LeBron. That's great. But at this stage and point in his career,
not being
who's really wanting to take a back seat to a 41 going on 42-year-old in his 24th season? One, but then two, willing to sacrifice their growth to play with him after seeing some of your all-time greats continue to play the way that they did, and the young guys did not grow until 3, 4, 5 years later, if at all.
So, man, I wasn't gonna do this, but I had to.
We here. Let's get to the nitty gritty. We here. We are here.
Dog. Hey, here go Byron Scott on the Byron Scott podcast, and y'all look, man. I'm gonna turn my camera off because y'all don't need to see my facial expression. If Ace want to keep his camera on, that's what's up. But
I like raw, authentic, and genuine response.
Byron gonna keep it a hundo.
Let's get it.
Well, nobody captive now.
No, his audience.
Yeah. I mean, 10 years ago, everybody's calling him.
Yeah.
Now he calling everybody.
Yeah.
Byron, you want to kick it off?
Oh man! Congratulations, dog.
Yeah, well, you know. What's up, guys? Another edition of the Byron Scott podcast. I'm your boy B. Scott. That's my boy Jay.
Yeah, buddy.
And as you know, we got the one and only Olden Polonese back in the house.
Yes, sir.
15-year NBA vet.
15-year vet. Long-time Clipper. We're going to let that go. We're going to let it. Long time wanted to be Laker.
I spent more years with the Sacramento Kings than anybody else.
Okay, so long-time Sacramento Kings, I guess you'll take that more than you'll take long-time Clipper,
The million-dollar question is, what team if you had your jersey retire, what team would it be on?
Every last one of them. Because they were all paying me. That's all I cared about was them checks.
Oh, okay.
People always ask me, who's your favorite? Whoever's signing the check.
It's like your favorite child. Who's your favorite child?
Whoever's in front of me.
Whoever's in front of you at that particular time. Yeah, I get it.
Guys, let's get into this. Let's talk about some LeBron James. You guys down with that?
Why not? Why not?
Who?
LeBron James.
Oh.
So he's still a free agent. Normally by this time when he went through his free agent process, he kind of dictated where he wants to go.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's the case today.
You don't know if that's the case?
I really don't know if that's the case
today. Listen, again, we're going to get a whole lot of LeBron lovers that's going to be hating on us because of the fact of the matter is this. Listen, 10 years ago, yes, every team was calling to get LeBron James on their team.
Yeah.
That was 10 years ago. Now, Rich Paul and company, they making all the calls to see who's interested in having LeBron on their team. Again, guys, we got to understand that the guy's 41 years old.
Yep.
Been in the league 21, 22, 23 years.
Incredible career.
You know, it's an unbelievable career. Still playing at a high level.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's saying that he can't play, another year or two in this league. But as far as teams that are looking at him right now, the teams are also saying, all right, we're going to take him for 1 year, maybe two. And do we want to take all the other on with it?
What's the other
other antics, the people that's working with, Rich Paul and all those guys and all other stuff that goes along with it.
Bronny James.
Bronny James. You had to get Bronny James out of his Laker deal. So there's a lot of layers to it when you're talking about bringing LeBron along. We all know this for a fact. He ain't gonna go to another team and say, "Well, I'll come off the bench." I'll be a role player, come off the bench. He can still probably be your third best player or your second best player on the team. You could be successful. But the teams that we're talking about that really are looking at LeBron right now, so that, let's say what Rich Paul said, that are looking at LeBron right now, are teams that maybe can get to the next level. And that next level ain't a championship team or winning a championship. That's just my opinion.
I know one thing. He is the king of narcissism. Because, listen, this man, again, the haters, like B said, I welcome y'all because I'm trying to get to 1 million. All right? I'm trying to get to 1 million haters.
So I'm going to say this with Cat Williams type of
love and respect. The man is great. 23 years, his numbers speak for themselves. But when they brought Luka in, we knew things were different. In that moment, even LeBron and his crew knew things were different. He had to take a back seat whether he wanted to or not. The Lakers made it clear. It was not his decision to leave. The Lakers were already done. The Lakers were done. That 4-year, 185 to Austin Reeves told you everything you needed to know. We are done, okay? Thank you for 8 years, but we're done. We're moving a different direction.
I mean, dang. Yeah, that says a lot right there. That says a lot. And not only does it say that they were going in another direction, it could also mean that not only his contribution, but the sacrifices that the team made for him to be there weren't worth the while. They made all the sacrifices for him to be there. His ask of different players, different coaches not to be there. Jesus Christ. Getting rid of Dwight Howard, bringing in Russell Westbrook, getting rid of Russell Westbrook, seeing that Anthony Davis couldn't hold up, but then bringing in a Luka who isn't as healthy or available at the time, although he's been an MVP candidate as long as he's been in the league, still did not suffice for them realizing that Luka and LeBron, or LeBron in the long term, was going to last. That was the writing on the wall. Now, as unfortunate as it sounds, it doesn't take away his greatness and his value to a team. It's just not the team that they're trying to create in the direction that they're trying to go. So at the end of the day, his decision is his decision. Awesome, great. We want you to have your decision because you've always had your decision, and you're one of the pioneers of creating that decision for player movement that the players today have with the no trade clauses and with trade clauses. Like, you're one of the guys who created that idea of where if I want to go somewhere, I can pursue that. Prime example: AD forced his way out of New Orleans.
Yep.
He forced his way out of New Orleans. Dame forced his way out of Portland. There are ways for guys to do it. It's just when your value is still high is when you do it, because when you don't have the value anymore, now it's what level are we on? And so now we have to look at it from a different lane. Where does LeBron's value lie if it's taking this long for him not only to choose, but for a team to choose him too?
Bro, is LeBron still really wanted? So I got Rick Bueller. Rick, what's his name? Rick Brewer, I think.
Rick Bucher.
Bucher.
Yeah,
Let's
Bucher,
chop
yeah.
that man name all up.
Hey, look, put him on the chopping block, man.
Man, I did.
We about to have somebody tap in shortly, so be ready.
Okay. So I got Rick Bucher here, and okay, first of all, he's responding to Shannon Sharp because he Rick said some fiery stuff about a week ago, and bro, it didn't sit well with
Sharp in
LeBron
the night
fans
crew.
at all.
Night crew.
Oh,
I mean, but see,
bro,
I listen to Nightcap with him and Ocho and ISO because I'm a fan of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Not just
yeah.
because they brothers, but I like good content.
No, they get they and they solid. They
But
solid.
I cannot listen to someone who's only a lover fan of just that person. That's the
Because
difference.
the
And
context is it shrinks.
yeah, and Shannon Sharp is one of those guys that like I listen to him. You know what I'm saying? But once he starts talking about LeBron, I know it's all out of feelings. It's not facts. Because anytime someone refutes something that is a fact, he won't accept it as a fact. Because
Mm,
with it being the truth, he don't like it.
mm,
And that's okay. So I limit myself on certain parts of accepting when certain things are being talked about, where I take it with just a grain of salt, like, oh no, he's talking about his feelings. All right, cool. That's just Shannon Sharp being a fan of LeBron. Cool.
right, right.
And that's just what it is. Because as much as people are fans of LeBron, there are more fans of Kobe and MJ who are similar than they are of LeBron, which they're trying to push Kobe and MJ out, but those two are comparable to each other. They're similar. The game styles are
Can't
similar.
do it.
And
Can't do it.
they're not going anywhere. They are stamped in the book of basketball.
Can't,
Good, bad, or
can't
indifferent.
do it. Can't do it. We were talking yesterday in Memphis, and that was a hard sell because Memphis kind of doing their thing with the getting rid of Ja Morant, and I'm sitting here listening to these guys, and they saying they got legit questions like, man, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what we doing, and I'm sitting here saying, man, that's what me and my boys been talking. We've been asking like, what
We have
is
no
Memphis
clue
doing?
what's happening. We have no clue what's happening.
It's like legit like 16 we've been talking about like what are they doing? You know, and we already know who top on that list. Minnesota, you feel me? Charlotte.
Yeah.
Like Charlotte has success.
Yeah.
And I told you, man, Charlotte reminds me so much of the 97 Florida Marlins. Like
Mm-hmm.
so much. But man, Rick Bucher put some stuff out there. And like I said, he's responding to Shannon Sharp and Unc. I mean, he ain't my uncle. He ain't my
It's just
me and
yeah,
him. Like,
no, I get it, but that's
can't,
just his social
could,
media thing. That's a
couldn't,
social media
could,
niche. So
yeah, couldn't look for me.
that's just a social
couldn't,
media niche. So I get it.
yeah,
Yeah,
couldn't Shannon was
cousin Shannon
he
is
was
crazy.
he
Cousin
was
Shannon is crazy.
I love you, man.
Man, but I rock with him. It's just go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Some subject matters I can't get with him because he narrows all right, come on, Rick.
Into that.
All right, I wouldn't come back to this if there weren't so much reaction in my previous episode and my assessment of LeBron James' value as a free agent at 41 years of age. Most of you saw it as a common sense view, not requiring particularly unique insight, but simply reading the circumstances and situation. Others, mostly LeBron fans, I'm guessing, quickly pointed to the greaseboard tutorial his agent, Rich Paul, gave on his podcast to make it seem as if LeBron were still a hot commodity. Or ESPN saying LeBron is sifting through his choices as if he has an array of options. One of those choices, according to Rich and ESPN, was Philadelphia. Or is Philadelphia. Rich going on about how attractive they are with the addition of Jaylen Brown, almost insinuating that the Sixers went and got Brown to enhance their chance of landing LeBron. And how much LeBron could do mentoring VJ Edgecombe and teaching Joel Embiid about his health and fitness habits, how much LeBron loves his fellow clutch client, Tyrese Maxey, and how obviously LeBron could provide the Sixers with an element they desperately need as far as leadership and postseason experience. It was practically an infomercial, or a live pitch to the Sixers and their fans. Did LeBron's representation make public pleas back in 2010 about how perfect he would be for a variety of teams? No. Teams were putting together elaborate presentations to make to LeBron as to why he should join them. None of that is going on here. Rich is pitching his client to teams. Teams are not pitching why LeBron should join them. Yet every media outlet parroted Rich's remarks as if they were gospel. Except that the Sixers used their mid-level exception to sign Dean Wade and had to get creative to sign Anthony Simons to a 2-year, $12 million deal, leaving them with 2 roster spots and only minimum contracts to fill them. If it was indeed LeBron choosing where to go, and the Sixers were one of the teams hoping to be chosen, don't you think they'd leave themselves options to offer something more than the last 2 roster spots and a minimum contract? It sounds like, at best, a take-it-or-leave-it scenario. Would they shoehorn LeBron and Bronny to fill the last 2 spots? If that's your idea of everybody wants him, it's going to be LeBron's choice where he goes, have at it. Does he still have value? Absolutely, especially if he's willing to sign a minimum contract. But this is what doesn't jibe with the idea that everybody wants him. Nobody is trying to create an unbeatable offer, and they're moving on to other options to fill their rosters while they wait. There's a difference between, we'd take him on a minimum, gladly, and, God, we hope our offer is good enough to get him. If there's any market for him, it's the former. Rich Paul is trying to give the impression it's the latter. If he was viewed as vital to next season's success, why the hell would the Sixers be signing Simons and Wade and eliminate any chance of giving LeBron anything more than the minimum? Or do they consider Wade and Simons more important? As I said in the last episode, the Cavs make the most sense as far as a team that LeBron can make better, but it's also where he still will be revered. Am I to believe that Wade and Simons are actually more important than LeBron to winning or their success? That's what the Sixers' moves are suggesting. As I said in the last episode, the Cavs make the most sense as far as a team LeBron can make better. It's also where he would still be revered. If Lakers fans don't feel he qualifies as an all-time Laker great, and plenty have said exactly that, watch what happens if he's not everything Sixers fans expect him to be. Philly fans are far more merciless, far more easily than Lakers fans. LeBron has to know that. And while Pat Riley might forgive LeBron for bolting to Cleveland without notice, I don't know if all Heat Nation would. Again, especially since they're getting a far different version of LeBron than the last one they saw.
So you heard what Rick had to say. I never went that in. Take a listen to that.
So that's Dreamers Pro. That's where I got that take from.
Wow.
And man,
wow. There's a lot to unpack.
Unravel, unpack. Which one we gonna do?
We're gonna have to do both.
That's why I asked the question: is LeBron really still wanted?
So the Philly portion.
Before you start,
Go ahead.
Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm sorry. After hearing that, there is a such thing as a clutch sports machine.
Let me hear the rest of it.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's it.
The reason why I said we need to hit the rest of it so that the listeners can know where we're going with it, because they may not be following what you mean by that there's a clutch sports narrative or the idea of one being pushed on a continual basis.
I interrupted your point, so I didn't want to prolong. I just wanted to add that adage before you got started and let you start. Well, I didn't even let you start your point, but I wanted to put that in.
Okay.
I wanted to put that in before you start your point to kind of put some meat on the grill and let that thing simmer a little bit. You feel me?
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah. So there is, whether people want to believe it or not, man, it is a such thing. And then once you finish your point, I will circle back and explain fully to those who are listening for the first time, what does that mean? But yes, there is a such thing as a clutch sports engine machine, and Sean P hates it. Matter of fact, everything happens in America is sponsored by Clutch Sports.
Oh my gosh, you got to cut this out, man.
Hey, man, man, in the chat, everything we say,
you got to cut this out, man.
bro. In it, look, come on, man. Everything happened in the world in news, man. Hold on, man. Be careful, because Clutch Sports might have had something to do. He poking fun at it, bro. And after hearing what Rick just said, come on, man. Go ahead with your point, bro. I'm you know what I'm saying?
So there's a lot to unpack with the idea of Cleveland would be the best fit, and Philadelphia may not be, and why? Not just because of the fans, but because of the organization and the money aspect of it. But that portion, not to say, but however, that point goes back to the Jalen Duran that I mentioned earlier. If I'm not going to offer you the money that you have well deserved for being with the organization, and you're going to go somewhere else where they're not going to offer you the same amount of money, all we're going to do is match it. However, LeBron, knowing his age, knowing that he didn't make any all NBAs, all defensive teams, or have any awards this year, per his age, that minimum, being the vet minimum, is what is going to be available and offered to him. We got somebody tapping in. And at the same time, we have to understand that, as we spoke about on streams previously, is that if that's going to be the case, welcome in, Brother Spears.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Reverend Larry, what's going on, brother?
Man, Clergy CB Spears.
Hey, I had to think of a name that goes along with the church. We got the Rev, we got the Deacon, we got Trustee. So CB is my nickname. So I say, you know what, Clergy. I'm just gonna be Clergy. Just call me
Clergy CB Spears. What's
welcome
going on?
Welcome in.
Oh man, thank y'all for having me.
Welcome
Appreciate
to the sanctuary, man.
Deacon King H. What Trustee at?
Man, Trustee out there shaking his tail feather at the Ursha and Chris Brown concert.
Okay. Oh.
Basically, he didn't trust his wife to go by herself, so he went to go with her.
hey, I don't blame him, man.
My woman no cherries when I ain't present. I be doggone.
I ain't seen
about me.
I seen a video of the weekend, and when one guy, his wife went to the Chris Brown concert, and it was a split screen. The split screen concert, and the other split screen was him throwing her stuff out of his house. He said, "Oh, okay, you're gonna be old too, all right. Go find a new home.
Hey,
you can't live here."
It happens, brother. It happens, man. But to each his own, man. To each his own.
Man. Thank y'all for having me, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, Clergy CB, man. We want to welcome you. We want to welcome you to the late night talk show, man. We're on this LBJ topic and spot where Rick Bucher had mentioned some things about Philadelphia not being probably the most paradise location or destination for LeBron, and Cleveland makes the most sense, and why. He gave a few things. I was giving my spiel. I'm gonna give my spiel, and then and if Reverend Larry don't have anything to say, he want to ask you questions, you can kind of chime in too.
But Ace, that kind of changes. That low key kind of changes what we were saying last week. You know, when Bob Myers was on that podcast, and it sounded like he was pitching.
Now he was.
I mean, but after hearing Rick,
it don't sound like he was.
That sound like a poker face.
I mean, it could be, but we also understand that the Clutch Sports realm, if we was to put them just in the realm of themselves, and how LeBron James has moved throughout his career, we won't know his move until he presents it to us. Even if others know the move, even with prime example with the move to the Heat, D Wade and Chris Bosh didn't know. Pat Riley spoke. None of them knew until he did the decision. So no one, even if he has made the decision to go to that franchise, you won't technically know until he voices it. This time around, we won't know how he's going to do it because Rich Paul is keeping his lips sealed. Although he's been on with Max Kellerman, he's been on Nightcap, he's been on with a plethora of platforms where he could have given some notion of it. That's just not how they operate. They want to keep everything as methodical and from a mystique level as much as they can. But we're in an era where you can't even do that. So all of us have rumblings of it. The only way we won't know is if they bring up a team that was not even spoken about. That's the only way it's going to come out of left field. And I mean that from a sense of if he literally does decide to go to there's going to be a far stretch. It's going to be a far, far stretch. But if he decides to go to a Clippers, or if he decides to go to a Charlotte, no, Dallas has been thrown out there. The Clippers been thrown out there. Denver's been thrown out there. Dallas been thrown out there. Miami's been thrown out there. Cleveland. All of those teams. No, but I'm saying all of those teams, as far as a rumbling, have already been thrown out there as potential landing spots. So unless it's a team that wasn't mentioned out of those 10, unless it's a team that was mentioned out of those 10, that's not those 10, would be a far-fetched left field.
That's what I'm saying, Ace. Is there a 10? Like, see, that's why I put Rick later. Well, B. Scott said it best. He said teams aren't pitching to them. They're pitching to teams. So I can put a 10-team list on my whiteboard all I want. But am I just putting names on a whiteboard to save face? Or are these legit 10 teams who are interested?
But I mentioned that to you before too. The teams have to want him back too. But I mentioned that before, like 2-3 streams before. Even though he have destinations of teams he wants to go to, those teams have to also want him back.
Yes, but I don't think. I think it's smoke and mirrors. Like you have a list of 10 teams. You feel me? Like me and you, I could put 10 churches on a whiteboard and tell you, yeah, man, you know, I got 10 choices. You know, but between me and God, maybe one.
He said maybe one.
But just look, you
sure one Larry?
Look. But
you got your in-person church and your satellite churches too.
But look, just one. But look, just one is all that matters. The issue is we don't know which one it is.
Well,
that's the issue. Brother, we don't know.
I'm looking at moves.
But the moves of the other teams, some of the teams have paused on their moves, unsure if that's where LeBron is intending or will want to go. Which is why I said to you, which is why you and I, Sean P, said last time, a lot of teams aren't making moves because they don't know where he's going. Which means there may be teams that he actually considered that have not been put out there. The teams that have been put out there, some of the teams that have been put out there may just be some of the teams that's thrown out there to throw us off for a loop. But some of the teams that's out there may actually have a chance to land him if he so choose them and they choose him back. So that you say what, Rev and Spears?
Hold on real quick. I got something for that. So who's on our top list again as to we don't know what they doing? Who's on our top? Who's number one?
As far as the teams?
Yes.
Golden State and
no. We don't know. Like when I say we don't know what they're doing, like we asking, like, what are you doing?
The team. The teams. Yeah. Teams. Oh yeah, Minnesota, Portland. So why are they quiet?
They need a 4. They need a 4. So why are they not on the table? Again, that's why.
But Minnesota was on the board though. Minnesota was on the board though.
But that's why I opened up to before you started your point. That Clutch Sports is a machine. And we know Shams is on payroll. Okay.
Oh man.
We know Chris Wright is on play. Come on, dog. Come on.
You talking about Nick Wright from First Things First?
Yes, sir. You know he's on payroll.
Because it's him and Chris Broussard. Hey, Clergy CB, man. Hold on. I need to see what he got to say about this. I know he either with you, with me, or he neutral. I don't know. Let's see what he got, man.
I'm speaking facts and not feelings, brother.
I mean, no. Everything I said is on point. But as a GM, I got to look at we got to make all these moves for a temporary guy versus make the moves for a permanent guy. Because now it's like everybody in this copycat, I want to win now, right? Now you in front loaded and move all these pieces around and try to get additions, and then it don't work. Now you got to start back all the way to square one. Now, I mean, can he still play? Yes, but the thing is can he be a good asset to be a shoe-in for a team to win
as a third option?
That's up and that's right. That's now you're gonna pay this guy all kind of money like that to come off the bench. You're gonna pay him $20 million to come off the bench.
Well,
that's one of the questions we asked because
but
this is the question I posed. This is one of the questions I posed over the last 2 streams we've had.
He said
I've never seen
take a minimum.
I've never seen me personally. I've never seen you pay a potential All NBA GOAT that minimum in the starting lineup. I've never seen it.
Yeah. Now,
so that does cater to what you're asking, but it also goes with what Rev is asking. But we're dealing with an anomaly of a situation because of how the league is presented today. With the way the market is, the way the money is, how guys have player movement. They can go wherever they want, but they have to be accepted too. But it's an anomaly because of LBJ's age too.
Right. Yeah.
I don't see him coming off the bench. That's that Larry Brown. That's just straight mean. That's you and your, you gotta have it your way. He's not coming off. I would not disrespect that man because he's still an asset. Okay, not an asset like he was, but he's still an asset, and that's why I said a third option. I don't think he would submit to that role as a third option.
I would ask this though, before you finish, do you think he was fully willing and accepting of being the third option in LA, or because that's how that team was orchestrated and he had no choice but to?
No, bro. Did you see how they moved the first day after he said what he said?
No. I'm saying from then and now, because he had to take the third role when Luka was healthy and AR was playing. So do you honestly believe that's the role he truly wanted to accept?
No.
And buy in, or
no.
He was actually doing that for the betterment of the team, knowing that he would have at least got an offer that he didn't get, which you mentioned he was sour coming back in the training camp prior to this year.
It's always better to move somebody like Bron. Well, it's always better for any player so if you're trying to make a point that this player is just not that anymore, the best example I can give is Vince Carter. Okay. As soon as he was traded from New Jersey, that was the start of the decline. He no longer was the option. You feel me? As soon as he was traded from New Jersey, so his next stop made him the second or third or sometimes fourth in a lot of cases option. It's hard. It would have been hard for LeBron to stay and submit to the role that everything is going through Luka and AR. See, as long as he was around, you feel me? It still was Luka, but when Luka's gone and he's out, it would be LeBron. But you saw in the playoffs, bro. I think AR missed the first 2 games, the first 3 games, or something like that. He missed the first 2 games, and the first game he was back. Did you see the life in that lineup? Like in the roster, it was like life. You know what I'm saying? And I took notice of that. So he's going to be the third option wherever he goes. Again, my whole point and my question is, like, I see Philly on the board. I hear the rumblings of Miami. I hear the rumblings of I heard the rumblings of Dallas. I heard the rumblings of Minnesota. And of course, we're hearing, I thought he was in Cleveland. I think I put in the chat, oh, that's it. He's in Cleveland. That was smoke and mirrors. So I just don't think anybody out there want it. And the only spot out there for him is Cleveland, which means They're going to have to move Harden.
I agree. Can I add to that, real?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Few things that we're missing. Now, this is not the same. What's the best word? This is not the same agenda as the old agenda. What I mean by that, it's not the same ownership. It's not under the Buss family anymore. You got to think about that. So you got a whole new staff coming in, ownership, and they're doing things their own way. Now, they still have Rob Pelinka, but who pays Rob Pelinka? The Lakers. So he can only do so much, and especially he ain't got that much to work with besides to sign these YMCA white boys. Now, no offense, like Stephen A said, that he wasn't trying to throw shade on them, but he was just being factual. Like, how can you who is this roster is gonna go out there and say, hey, we're finna win the championship?
Team Mayo gonna get it. Watch.
Hey, I'm not put it like this. I'm not saying that they're not gonna reach the playoffs, because most likely they're gonna reach the playoffs. But you going up against on the court and look at this lineup and say, come on, ain't no way. Ain't no freaking way.
Hey man, hold on. Now, we gotta look at these guys. They gotta be healthy too. But go ahead, finish CB.
You gotta be healthy. But to add to what y'all said too,
CB.
But LeBron's role has changed from when he first got there in 2018.
No question.
He had no choice. That's the dynamics of the roster. Different head coaches too. He played with what, 3 or 4 head coaches this time in 8 years. So that's a lot of moving pieces, man.
but you kept having players on this little, musical carousel, and now it's bitten you, huh?
With real, think about it. They didn't have no money to sign anybody, too. You had no choice to sign these guys to a 1-year contracts.
But he kept, how LeBron does it. He kept cycling players.
Well, see, his best bet is
telling management, oh yeah, we need AR, y'all, and now look.
But see, he was saying they needed AR, not knowing that the Luka trade was going to happen too.
Facts, but you
because that came out of left field for everybody. Which is why that trade happened with no other teams involved, knowing it was going to happen.
I said, they just took this team from LeBron when that trade happened.
But think about it. That was all at the same time. The Lakers just got, sold from the Buss family to the new ownership, right? Then afterwards, they traded for Luka. They was already preparing for their future, so they won't wake up one day and watch ESPN. Well, LeBron has officially retired and ain't tell nobody. So they already, hey, we 2 steps ahead of this guy. Whether he play or not, we already got our next superstar in line versus when LeBron leaves. They don't want to go to that period when Kobe left. The Lakers they were terrible. Now they going through the whole carousel, that's bringing in new coaches, and they were just trying stuff. They didn't have no team identity because they couldn't keep a solid roster for 2 years straight and kept going on this carousel coaching. So when they got LeBron in, like, okay, now we finally got somebody to keep the franchise going, and the team was catering to him when he first got there. But over time, things changed. So long story short, honestly, I think his best fit is to go back home. Just like Jay-Z said in his words, treat my first like my last, like my last like my first. Go back to where you started, man. I feel like Cleveland going to take him in with open arms and just going right on a white horse. Now, that white version is going to be true. Not that white version in LA with the team. I tell you that now. So, honestly, and then too, like y'all said, nobody was pitching to Clutch Sports. That's why I'm like, why is Rich Paul so vocal now? Man, where's Adele at? No, he's with Adele living his life, and now all of a sudden they on this whole LeBron tour.
He's too loud.
Man.
Too loud.
Like I said, ain't nobody. Like you said, ain't nobody chasing them. I think they trying to pitch to them. Hey, we can work something out. Let's do X, Y, Z.
And the vet minimum conversation is the only best pitch from them to the other teams, because if he goes in there saying, he wants 25, 30, 15, 50 like he originally wanted from the Lakers, that pitch is not going to work.
It ain't going to work. You know why? He can get 25, 35, 50. He can go to his bank account. He'll be billionaire. So, yeah, that's why he realized, like, you know what? Let me go and take the veteran minimum. And then the other pitch, like you said, Larry and Deacon, they pitching. Hey, also, I can bring Bronny too. They just trying to come on all different scenarios.
Yeah.
That's not
well, man. I can tell you, it's a rumored hypothetical scenario, and I want to see where y'all minds at on this. It's
not a good smelling pitch.
It's a hypothetical / rumored trade for Kyrie to go back to Cleveland, and it would be Kyrie, Daniel Gafford, Najee Marshall from Dallas. Once again, it's Kyrie Irving, Daniel Gafford, Najee Marshall from Dallas going to Cleveland, sending James Harden to Miami, and sending Jaren Allen, Dennis Schroeder, Davion Mitchell, and Nikola Jovic from Cleveland and Miami to Dallas. So I'm gonna repeat it. I'm gonna repeat the second part one more time.
I saw that.
I'm gonna repeat it. I'm gonna just repeat it one more time.
I saw that.
But it's sending James Harden to Miami, and then it's sending Jaren Allen, Dennis Schroeder, Davion Mitchell, and Nikola Jovic to Dallas. To that, you guys say what on that trade? Now, mind you, it's a rumored hypothetical, but it's one that could happen since the AD trade to Golden State fell through because the ownership from the Wizards is not wanting to deal AD, and the Wizards actually have a chance to make some noise this year. To that, you guys say what?
There we go, gutting teams again for LeBron. That's what I say. That's a gut.
Yeah, that's a lot. Think about it. He had to. It's so many moving pieces, and he had to repeat it twice.
Well, but I also wanted to make sure the listeners got a chance to hear it as well. But yeah, but you're right though. But you're right.
Absolutely. But if I say, hey, Dallas is winning that trade, you get Donovan Mitchell, all the pieces.
No, not Donovan Mitchell.
No.
Davion Mitchell, the point guard from Miami.
Well, they're getting 4 players, right? To team up with what's his name? Cooper Flag down there.
Cooper Flag still in Dallas.
Yeah. I think, man, if they surround him with the right pieces too, that I think he got a chance, man. He ain't gonna be no Luka, but you know they got that GM who put that team together in Toronto down there.
Yes.
Nigel Jury.
Yeah. So let him orchestrate. I think that he's starting to clean house. You got rid of Kidd. Not saying Kidd was the problem, but he's gonna come in on a fresh slate. You know, they had a good draft.
Man, Kidd always got a bad rap for bad teams.
Man. Yeah.
But I ain't gonna go into that. Go ahead, Clark.
Yeah. I just think that give him a shot to see what he can do with that team. But I mean, it's like, man, LeBron, man. I mean, what more do you want? That's like, seriously, what else? I put it this way, real. The man can go out and win 3 championships in a row, just hypothetically. I'm talking about back to back, and still people is not gonna like him. They're gonna still discredit him and say he's not better than Jordan. So I mean, I just feel like no matter what he do on the court, it's the old saying, you can't satisfy everybody. You try to please everybody, you be delusional.
So clergy, I'm gonna have to disagree with you here. Because now it's going to be based on context of how he did it and why he did it, when he did it, and at the point in time of his career where he did it.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia move makes sense because of the all-star caliber players and talent that's there. Okay. Miami makes sense.
Who's 76 center?
Embiid.
Oh, come on, man. That dude a Band-Aid away. Okay.
No. I mean, but you asked. He a Band-Aid away.
I'm just being real.
The
crazy part about it, I like him as a player. I'm not gonna say the dude can play.
You asked. I 100%.
Hey, I gotta get this call. But clergy, you wrong for it.
Man, look, I'll
be right back.
Okay.
I do apologize, guys. I've been talking this whole time, and I do apologize. I missed out on a lot of key words I was supposed to be telling you guys, but I can give you a reboot. So
I didn't
LeBron.
know what was going on. That's why I was
So
like,
so
let
my
me know.
apologies. So LeBron being with Philly, being with Embiid, being with Maxey, being with VJ Edgecombe, being with Jaylen Brown, LeBron being the willing passer he is, it helps that offense because there's really no willing passer in that offense. Now they have Boa coming off the bench. They don't have Kelly Oubre no more. They don't have Paul George, and they don't have Quentin Grimes. All of those guys are scoring guards, forwards, and or bigs. LeBron is the only willing passer for that offense. So I honestly believe he can plug and tug into that offense to help that offense strive and thrive for them to at least win. But the question still remains, being under the vet minimum, is that going to benefit that team? Because then also you have to also think about, is he going to stunt the growth of the young players that's on that team? Because if LeBron's playing on a team with a bunch of young guys, they typically are going to have to acquiesce to his playing style. Because when he has to learn and adjust to the other guys, he's not giving you 100% of who he is as a player. That's just not how he is, because throughout history, guys who have been, as Rev said, and I want to make sure y'all see me, the system, rotation, those teams have not thrived and strived for a elongated period of time. They may have won here. They may have won 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, but they weren't winning on a continuous and a consistent basis. If LeBron went to Cleveland, you have James Harden, a willing passer, still efficient in scoring, but he is still high in volume in shooting and or turning the ball over. Donovan Mitchell, you may not know what you're going to get from him on a night-to-night basis. You have two young posts in Evan Mobley and Jaren Allen, one being a lob threat, one being a rebound specialist, but he's not really an offensive threat, being in Jaren Allen. But then you have Evan Mobley. I compared him to a Chris Bosh, but not as offensively gifted and savvy as a Chris Bosh, but better defensively than a Chris Bosh. That is a comparison to them two. LeBron can fill in that spot, although they lost Dean Wade. I believe he will fill in the shoes there, but then it would be a sentimental opportunity and or obligation for him, because now you're going back home for a third stint to see what you can do with that team who is just in the Eastern Conference Finals. If you go to Cleveland and y'all don't at least get to the finals, now you have a different situation on your hands, because now that team went there without you and y'all can't get back with you. Okay, that's a whole nother conversation. Now we look at the other teams that are on the table. You have the Minnesota. You have the Miami Heat. You have the Miami Heat, who are my team. You have the Golden State Warriors, who's been considered the top prioritized team, because LeBron, in interviews when he had his barbershop talk interviews, podcasts, the only player I would love to play with basically at this point in my career is Steph Curry. Those are the words out of his mouth, basically. You have the opportunity now. But if you go there, if that trade with AD goes there, Draymond Green's there, you have Steph Curry there, y'all will be the oldest team in the league. Who are y'all keeping up with?
Not just that. I mean, the Wizards already said. The Wizards already said that they ain't getting off AD, so that's a scratch. So I mean, they putting all their faith in him, and try to work around that. So that's off the table. I mean, like I said, man, I just
it was another. Hey, Clergy, it was another report today that the Warriors. See, I shouldn't have heard that Rick Bucher, man, and I shouldn't have heard B. Scott today, because I'm sorry. Anytime I hear something, I know it's. I'm thinking where it's really coming from. I heard today that Golden State is making some moves to free up some minimum money for a minimum contract. I heard that today. Um, man, this is hurting that man's ego, man. You know that, right? Because I was like, man, this dude just want this to be all about himself. And then last Wednesday he came and went, and nothing happened. I like, oh, this is no longer about him. This is a deeper issue. And woo.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I'll be as honest as I can be with you right now. And this is a thought that literally just popped in my head. I'm gonna just say it. Maybe it's not an issue. Maybe he has another strategic plan set aside for him to be able to play another year for Bryce when he gets to the league, and then he ultimately retires, unless something positive comes from it. Other than that, because that's been a part of his plan is to play with his sons in the NBA, and he's been vocal and verbal about that. So I can see that being, which is why he don't mind taking a vet minimum somewhere in which it can benefit him. I would not be surprised if Phoenix is on the table because his son is in Arizona already. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
It's no longer up to him, bro.
It sounds good, but the media and Clutch Sports, as you alluded to, have their hands in
not
the
their
cookie.
Quote money is,
but I'm saying, but Clutch Sports have their hands in the cookie jar, in the infamous cookie jar, of which he can't get cookies out of Miami, but he can get them anywhere else. So if Bryce is at Arizona, Bronny's already in the league. I can see him taking the vet minimum, but he has to also live up to what he agrees to. But then every team apparently have guys who go down with injuries, don't play every season. There's a reason why this 65 game rule is in effect. So that gives him more opportunity to put up more stats and show you what his value is and why he is still as great as he is, which we can't say he's not great. He takes care of his body in a way that no other athlete has ever done over the course of a career. And I can't deny that or lie about it. However, the Bryce narrative to me is another aspect, another point that no one is talking about. No one's talking about it. I can see him playing 26 years just to make sure he plays with Bryce and Bronny in Cleveland or a team that allows all three of them to be on the same team. And that is my word.
Man, you making this hard, man. You got some good points, though. You're making this hard, dog.
But if I'm lying, please tell me because I'll debate it with you, and you know we can. Because that's been his sentiment and his way of going about things.
I'm submitting to the fact you're making good points. I ain't got nothing to. I'm not rebutting it. I ain't. No. Hey, look, I can do debates. I'm okay with them, but I'm cut from a different cloth, man. I know how to submit to sound doctrine and sound information, and nothing what you just said sounds crazy. You feel me? I don't. Y'all like the devil's advocate role. I don't do all that. I submit to like.
I don't even like the devil, so I don't know about that one. I just go
he said I don't like the devil. Hey, I don't like the devil either. We gonna shake, stomp the devil off.
Hey. But I just
we're gonna shake to the bottom of the leg.
I listen.
If I had a few more hands, I'd play that game. Look, I play the game with you.
I just listen to common sense, bro. Like I don't. What you said is very, very sound, man. Very sound, and my only thing though, I like I said earlier, man. I don't think he's in waiting mode. He's not, you know what I'm saying? He's not making a decision. He's making a choice. That's a huge difference. You feel me? Like it's no longer a decision, because when you have a decision, you got options. He doesn't have options.
Real, he said he's making a choice.
Yeah,
it's like when mom and daddy cook say we eating chicken, rice, and beans tonight. Nah, I want Mickey D's. Well, you ain't gonna eat tonight. Tell you that.
You understand what I'm saying?
You gonna eat what's at the house?
Processed Mickey D's, and we had fresh farm fed cooked food.
Hey, but I'm gonna throw a curveball in here though, because I haven't heard nobody mention anything about this one particular team. I feel like he'll be a good fit here. Houston Rockets. Just think about it before y'all take the pause and
but he well again.
What think about it. Think about it.
I mean, Clutch Sports allegedly has already put out there that Houston was a destination at one time.
I guess they probably was throwing bait just to see who's gonna bite.
Man,
and
dude,
then entertain now.
It's a whole bunch of bait.
Yeah, well now, like you say, they ain't got no shoes. Hey, this is what you're gonna get. You ain't this ain't what you want.
This if what you LeBron goes to the Rockets, KD is not gonna be there, bro.
Ooh.
Not he left.
Wow. Hey, but think about it.
If LeBron went to the Rockets, KD is not gonna be there, bro. He's not.
But okay,
there
was no way LeBron gonna be on a team with KD making the money he making, and he goes to that team and make a vet minimum. Which is why I find it hard to believe him to go to Golden State and do the same thing. I do not believe that.
And here's the thing. Let's think logically now. Let's talk money. You're right, but let's talk basketball.
Yeah, let's talk hoop. That's what we're here for.
Let's talk. No, like the not the business of basketball, but the actual sport.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Amon Thompson, and KD on the floor together. That's not it.
That's not it.
No,
I know I can see it. I'm only talking about the money aspect, the basketball.
I cannot
aspect.
See it.
No, the basketball aspect. He would have an issue with Sengun and Steven Adams
and Amon.
No, Amin Thompson. I could see him dealing with Amin because he's young, but Sengun being an all-star, he is. But some of the stuff that he does, all the
I need to call Elite the shooter for him.
All the flopping, all of that taking the ball and trying to make plays when you have a legitimate scorer, one of the most efficient throughout history. He's not touching the ball and you trying to make the plays on the team. I don't think Ime Udoka ran that for you, bro. Give that man the ball and let him set y'all up and y'all win some games.
The reason, what you said is spot on. It's true. But the reason why I threw that curveball, because look how the Rockets played last year. When Van Fleet went down, they was done. They didn't have no point guard. You running Amin Thompson out there, taking him out of his natural position. They got Holiday on the roster. I'm like, why is he not getting those minutes? That position is open.
Not even playing.
That position is open like yesterday. Why is he not getting his minutes? Okay. Reed Shepard, yes, he has a body frame of a point guard, but that's not his natural position. He's a shooting guard.
He's a scoring guard. So why not have a player in that can pat? Come on, man. We talk about
Now I will say Shepard has improved last year with playing with the basketball. He did. He improved a lot by handling the ball, setting up the offense, but that's still not his primary position. He's a two. Like you said, he's a scoring guard. He's a shooting guard. So the reason why I said LeBron would fit, because in those moments when that offense becomes very undisciplined, and y'all should know what I mean by that. It is going out there just shooting threes.
Oh, it showed.
Third ward. They shooting threes from third ward and just bricking. And I'm like,
Jabari Smith,
they can't buy a bucket.
Jacking Tari Eason, jacking. Yeah, KD was jacking bucket. KD and Reed was jacking shots.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said LeBron would come in and just be that little intricate piece of what they missing because he's so versatile. Even though he's older, he still can score. He still can put up numbers. So that's why I said I'm not saying that it will work, but I just like to say, let me look at it this way. Because now you got to think about it.
LeBron playing for the Rockets because him and Ime Udoka don't even get along. So I wouldn't even see that happen. That's why that was never even a forethought for me. Because him and Ime Udoka go at it, so I don't see it.
But then too, the Rockets team identity is going to change.
They don't even have an identity. That's the problem.
Well, okay. What I mean by that, because now they have their
most teams today don't have an identity.
Well, they got their general on the floor now. Van Fleet is back. You see what I'm saying? So now everybody can go to their natural.
He don't even want to be there.
You think so?
Rev, lace him up, Rev. Lace him up, Rev.
You don't think Van Fleet want to be here?
Rev, lace him up.
He scrubbed his IG, bro.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
of everything Houston Rockets related. So he knows he's already speculating that he's a part of some type of trade ordeal, or something's going to happen where he's either going to be in a position where he's going to leave or going to be traded.
He begrudgingly picked up his player option.
He had no choice.
And scrubbed the IG.
Think about it. You coming off an injury like that, you ain't got no choice but to pick up your option. Because if it was a team option, you know they're gonna be like, "Nah, we don't know, man. We don't know how you gonna perform."
And they say it was worse. It was worse than reported, which is why he didn't even play. Word on the street, word on the for real street is they trying to package a deal to bring Drew Holiday. That's what they trying. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I can see that because they got Ja with it now. So I mean, but Holiday he's an older guard now, but he's a good locker room guy, plays defense, good character guy. That's what you need in your team. But yeah, I can see why he scrubbed his IG. Soon they come out and say, hey, everybody on this team is untouchable besides Thompson, which is true. Everybody else can go. Including KD. You see how close KD was up there to go to Motown to Detroit. So, I mean, hey. I mean, and I think that's what some of the players get it, some don't. Sports is about winning.
I'm sorry, bro.
But they missing the biggest point. Sports is a business. It is a business.
Well, I don't think...
Yeah, we know it's an entertainment business.
But here's
now you talking about WWE.
No. We talk about the NBA being an entertainment business because at the end of the day, you do still have to entertain the fan, the paying customer, the casual fan who's
clergy CB,
who's here hating, not you personally, but it's just the idea. Deacon King Ace hating on LeBron. The idea of it, it's still meant to pay the narratives, the architects who put it all together. Like it's created for that. But
you're right. I gotta say this and I'm gonna let you finish. I'm still mad about 2021, man. I drove from Houston all the way to San Antonio. San Antonio playing the Lakers. I had good seats. I'm like, man, yeah, I'm finna go see Russell Westbrook. You got AD and he go LeBron on the sideline dancing in street clothes. I say, what is going on here? You're right. Got to cater to the fans, because think about those fans who don't get a chance to see these guys that travels thousands of miles to get to the arena and see that, hey, they're a fan just like them. So you're right. It isn't.
It happens all the time, which is why the same person we're talking about has only played 82 games one time in his career. You're talking about regular season game at that.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
hey,
what is it now? 65 for the awards now?
But that's just for them to be recognized for an award. We're talking about a fan. We're talking about a fan because inflation is real, money is different. Everybody's not making that same type of money. Now we're talking about fans who have families of 3, 4, 5 kids, 2-parent household, if not one, coming to see you play, and now you're not playing. Those families not getting that money back because they came to see you play as a player. That's the one thing that's the one thing that the all-time greats focused on. Your Tim Duncans who have had 50+ win seasons, never missed the playoffs. not including regular season. You're talking about your Jordans who played 82 games 7, 8, 9 times. Kobe who did that 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
That's what
not
Jordan
including
said.
the playoffs.
Jordan said there's some man, there's a fan and his son
who paid their money.
They hard-earned money
to come
to
see
sit
me
in the
play.
nosebleed to come see me play, whether they cheered against me
or they come to
cheer
cheer me
for
on.
me.
Like, I'm coming to talk trash to them too.
Mm-hmm. You're right, but hey, I will say
these guys don't view it the same because they're getting paid. They're getting paid TV money, endorsement money, money under the table, which is why Kawhi Leonard's under investigation. We ain't even got to go into all of that. I'm just throwing it out there as an aspect of a point of contention in the conversation. These guys are making way more money than the pioneers and the guys who created the lane and the realm for them to make the money. And these Negroes won't even get on the court to play. Oh, I got an ingrown toenail.
I'm not gonna say where I think it came from.
Come on, man.
But that KD to Detroit, that was smoke and mirrors. I'm not gonna.
It was smoke and mirrors, or it just wasn't nasty talk.
No, it's just smoke and mirrors.
I think it was nasty talk all the way around. Anyway,
like, I mean, yeah, I mean, it definitely was nasty talk, but it was smoke and mirrors. Those were just put out there. It's a good old smoke screen, bro.
He say smoke and mirrors. I like that. I'm about to get that made on a church. On the shirt. Smoke and mirrors, man. Thanks, Red, man.
Hey, that's one of the slogans, man. That's one of the slogans.
For real. Bro, it's like you just put it out there to distract folk, man. KD ain't thinking about no doggone Detroit.
What? So the thing is with the burner account and him not getting along with his teammates and things he said about Jabari Smith and Şengün and all those things. Those were talking points and conversations of contention as to why he was not going to eventually stay. The only problem is he don't have a no trade clause. So it would only be based on his seniority of being in the league as long as he have for him to go somewhere he wants to go if he don't want to be in Houston anymore. That would have been the only reason. Other than that, he still has to stay in Houston because he don't have a no trade clause.
Yeah. But you know, I'm gonna throw another one out there, y'all. Point guard who I love, man. I just feel like, yeah, he had his past troubles, but man, when I seen this guy up and close play, he's box office, man. Ja Morant. And I wish the Rockets would at least took a chance on him before all these other pieces came involved. In my opinion,
I wouldn't give up Van Vliet for him.
You wouldn't give up Van Vliet for Ja Morant?
I would. If you think about your future, yeah, I would.
No, if you thinking about your future, you sure enough won't.
I would. No. I wouldn't think about giving up my future for Ja Morant.
Rev.
Hey, Rev. If you're talking about Miami, maybe not Miami. No. But
why?
Houston. You talking about are we talking about the influence and the enticement that would happen if he went to Miami?
Well, why you think I want that in Houston?
That's why I said. That's why I started laughing. I said, I hope Real ain't going where I thought. He said,
but Houston don't have the same entice and the same distractions that a Miami would have.
7-1 third day. Come on, bro.
Are we serious right
now? Fifth ward.
Oh, you trying to say
no.
Sunnyside.
We talking about Biscayne Boulevard, 305, Miami.
I'm not comparing.
But that's what you have to if we're going to say
why
or why
Memphis,
not.
Y'all. Come on, let's be for real. Memphis out the most dangerous city, probably United States of America right now.
Between Memphis and Chicago.
New Orleans still hold it down.
Those three may be the top. Those three may be the top. But however, we're doing a comparison of Miami. We're doing a comparison of Miami and Houston as far as destination of distractions.
I'm not at all saying Miami isn't like that. But what I am saying is this: the same reason why you don't want him in Miami is the same reason why I don't want him here. Now, on hard levels, I mean,
the difference is that Miami has a stronger coaching presence and a stronger back office. That's
No,
the bigger
Houston.
difference.
No, Houston has a
Yes.
stronger coaching.
No.
And no, I didn't say stronger. I said has a strong coaching and a strong back office.
No, Houston does not.
Yes.
No, Houston does not. Houston has made some ridiculous trades over the last decade.
Since Stone has been, bro, come on.
Oh, we really about to do this? I already told you why I'm not. Because that Rudy Gay and Trace McGrady trade. I mean, that Rudy Gay trade for Shane Battier.
So
that's still a question mark for me.
How do I feel about the mad scientist? You know how I feel about the mad scientist.
Okay, so we can't keep comparing.
But I'm
if
not
John Morant came to Houston to Miami as the same.
But that's not the same office.
It's not about it being the same office. The destination is still what we're talking about.
That mad scientist took that mess over there to Philly. And he ain't even got a job right now.
And it still ain't worked. But what I'm
saying, this management went to go get KD.
That man ain't got a job.
Went to go get Van Vliet. No, he ain't got no job, bro.
No.
That man scientist is hot flipping
look at
billionaires baking at Twin Peaks, man.
Hey, he made so much money. He ain't got
over there. He over there flipping cheese or something.
Right. You say mad scientist.
Bro, he's a mad scientist, dog. Anytime you get rid of your center, so your guards can have, and PJ Tucker is your center.
I'm gonna take you way back.
Shoot, Minnesota. He wasn't doing that right now.
I was gonna say he wasn't the GM then, but he probably was. You talking about PJ Tucker? I'm gonna take it back. Chuck Hayes.
Oh my God!
Yeah, but but see, hold on.
With Luis Scola, Jesus.
Chuck, oh man. Well, you went there.
And Luis Scola was a decent forward, but he ain't had no actual backup.
Right. Oh
man, Chuck Hayes.
Chuck Hayes. He was solid on the block and on the base, but that mofo couldn't shoot no free throw to save his life.
At all.
That man had a hitch. He had a hitch in the free throw.
All I'm saying, bro, is Stone has come in and he's changed the culture. I still don't like how they did Silas. That was
Hey, all three of us can agree to that though.
That was low down. That was low down. But outside of that,
but that's not what we talking about.
Exactly. When they got Emil Doka, bro, the culture changed, man. The culture shifted.
Take it back, real. I'm gonna take it back for a step.
Oh man,
what they should have did.
Go get Derek Chivas.
No,
you don't remember. You don't remember him. You don't remember him. Derek Chivas. Derek Chivas had this old stupid, like, he was a trash guard, could barely shoot, but every time he shot free throws, his mouth was, bro, he was just
he sounded like a clown. But I'm gonna take it a step back.
Go look at
what they should have did was gave JD Bickerstaff more support. Look what the man doing up there in Detroit, man.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about that. How they let that
Detroit.
How they let that man build that culture back up and abandon it. Like that was so foul.
Because he went to Cleveland afterwards, and then he went to Detroit. If I ain't mistaken.
But yeah, but he built. Remember, Cleveland wasn't a destination.
Yeah.
Cleveland. Nobody wanted Cleveland. LeBron left.
You're right.
Nobody wanted Cleveland. And like when every time LeBron leaves a team, they gut it.
Yeah.
And so the narrative, that's the funny thing. So they gut a team, and then the narrative become, well, man, what was the team after LeBron left? What did the team do? Man, they gutted the team. It wasn't even the same.
No, not even the same.
It wasn't even the same. So, but here's my thing about the Rockets. Since Udoka has been here, the culture has truly changed. I understand why they moved on from Jalen Green, which was smart. I love the kid, tremendous upside, but just not here. I just don't think I would have given. I wouldn't have gotten KD though. Because you had to give up Brooks. Brooks, we lost a lot when we gave up Brooks, man.
And Brooks is balling in Phoenix.
Well, Brooks finna get a max contract if he ain't got it yet.
Yeah, he gonna get paid. But here's the thing though too. They gave up Jalen, right? Jalen Green to get Durant in return and got the same result, a first round bounce. So in my opinion, I
Worst
feel
result to
like
me. There was
I
a threat. There was a threat last season. They were more of a threat. Let me say this. They weren't a threat, but they were more of a threat last season than they were this year. But this year, obviously, it was because of Van Vliet. I just don't understand. Like, I know Ace gonna get tired of me saying this. There was Mike Conley on the buyout market. We should have grabbed him. Like that should have been a thing to do, considering what he brings to the table.
yeah.
If we, I stand on this, man. Don't get on to me, Ace. Just Ace 10th time hearing this. If Mike Conley was picked up in the buyout market and Houston would have snagged him, we'd beaten the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah,
No question. We beat the Lakers in the first round. Mike Conley, yes. Mike Conley.
I feel like it could have just been anybody. The fact they didn't make no attempts to try to bring somebody aboard when Van Fleet went down.
Well, you gotta be meticulous. You gotta be meticulous when you're getting a point guard. And that's why I specifically said Mike Conley. I didn't really see anybody out there. So you weren't going to trade for anybody because they were going to ask for assets, right?
So why didn't you entertain Chris Paul? He was a fear. He got bought out. I'm not saying it would have worked, but here's my thing: the fact
LA
you got to do something.
Blackball Chris Paul, man.
You got to do something. If you knew, because he got hurt in training camp, so you got to be on the phone like, hey man, we got some time because we know we're gonna make the playoffs, but you can't go nowhere without no point guard, man. That's your floor general.
You cannot.
That is your floor general.
That's based on how but that's also based on how you're running your offense too. Because I don't disagree with if Houston picked up Mike Conley, they definitely would have beat the Lakers because Mike Conley is a very, very smart veteran point guard. However, that team also made it to the playoffs without having a traditional point guard. They won 40 to 50 plus games without a traditional point guard. So we can't use that as an excuse because on me and Jay Bugg's podcast and conversation, we also spoke about how teams didn't have traditional point guards and they still got a chance to make it where they did with, as an example, Wemby and Jabari Smith both making the same exact mistake as young players in the league, throwing the ball off of their potential point guard or lead guards back without them looking at them.
Ain't even looking.
But the difference is that Wemby had been bringing the ball up the entire year in different situations, different scenarios, different occasions. Jabari Smith didn't want to do that, and nor did he have. Not saying he didn't have the capability. Let me not say that because he is a phenomenal basketball player. That's just not his role.
Yeah. So when you have that, but see, here's the thing, Ace. When you are a point guard already has that acumen of when pressure arises, they already know what moves to make to get out of certain situations. You would
believe if they've been in it, but you would believe if they've been in it. But we're talking about in the playoffs. The playoffs are but the playoffs are different.
Yes, the lights are brighter.
Everything is heightened. So everything everything that you believe that point guard or that player has or has an acumen to do is different when you're on the scouting report every single night, every single possession, every second.
That's why you don't put it in Jabari Smith's hands. That's why you don't.
No. But however, the reason why the scenarios are different is because once again, Wemby had been bringing the ball up the entire year.
Yes,
Jabari Smith hasn't. But Wemby was coming off the ball sooner when he didn't have to. Jabari Smith was coming off the ball sooner with nobody on him. All he had to do was walk the ball up. They had a few seconds to run off the clock. He was in the frenzy and a rush to get rid of the ball when he didn't have to. It's a complete different breakdown of the game at that point.
No, facts. It is. I'm just.
But I do agree with you when you have a point guard or a guard in general who understands the game, can break it down, can understand. Hey, we need to slow this down. Those guys, none of these guys that we're talking about have been in a situation that we're talking about. But if there was a Chris, but look, if there was a Chris Ball, if there was a Rajon Rondo, if there was a Darren Williams, if there was a Jameer Nelson, if there was Jason White Chocolate Williams on the sideline, on the team, on the bench, on the court, meaning Chris Paul,
we would have won. We would have beat the Lakers.
No, not just win, but allow them to understand. Hey, you don't have to try to rush the ball right now. Y'all are
right.
Up. Y'all are up 3. Y'all are up 4. Y'all are up 5. Y'all are up 2. Walk the ball up. Make them defend you. Don't turn the ball over and get the ball to your best free throw shooter. If not, if there is still a shot clock, still try to get a bucket. Which is when that offensive or point guard of offensive coordination and or coach coordination of a timeout and a play is set up. Let's get an easy lob. You got Wemby on your team.
Yeah.
You have KD. You have KD on your team. You have a Ben Thompson who plays very well in the mid-range dunker spot. Get him an easy lob backdoor cut. Şengün passed the ball very well.
Lights too bright, dog.
That's why I kept saying that. The lights became very bright for some of these guys in this segment, which is why the Knicks ultimately ended up winning because they had already gotten there. They just lost to a better team at the time, or the team who executed better than they did because they were tired. We seen what the Knicks were able to do with a different coach who maximized his roster.
Jesus.
Mike Brown went 11 deep in his roster in the playoffs.
11 deep. That's crazy work, bro.
While Tom Thibodeau only went 7, maybe 8 at the most the year prior. That says a lot.
7-11, huh?
I said 6.
Welcome to 7-11.
He say 6. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Bro. Remember, Jalen was hurt for the reason why they threw the white towel in one of them series.
Jalen Brunson was hurt. OG Anunoby was hurt. Josh
hurt.
Hurt was hurt. All those guys ended up being hurt.
And why were they so hurt? The wear and tear,
because
bro.
they was wear and tear.
Man, and Anunoby was come on, man. That
Mikal Bridges have a history of playing all 82 games, not including the playoffs. And mind you, he played 82 games, and he didn't show up this year because he had a whole roster.
Get me started, dog.
We've been there, done that.
Yeah.
Man, been there, done that. That still gets get me heated thinking about that, bro.
I still say, yeah.
Hey, Rev, where we at, man?
They should have tried somebody, man, on the market.
You want to tell them where we at?
Yeah, let's remind them where we at.
When the weekend turns to Monday and the clock strikes 9, we're bringing you a message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The most uplifting hour on your late night walk. Trusty Sean P, Deacon King Ace, and your host, Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
Oh, that's right. You're right here with us, Late Night Talk, Reverend Larry. I got my man, Clergy CB is in the building.
Man, appreciate that, man. I feel like I was in New Orleans or New York on Broadway. That is man. I heard the trumpets and trombones. I heard the brass. Man, you know.
Welcome in, brother. Welcome in.
Appreciate it. I know I told y'all 45 minutes. I'm going to keep going. You know,
no, man, man, we ain't. Look. We got about another, 30 minutes to go. You feel me?
Hey, look, listen. I'm gonna tell you something. You heard him tell you, but I'm gonna tell you. You keep us entertained with your comments, man.
Oh man,
man, I took my supplements, man. Got that energy going. You know, it's in the vein. You know, Hey.
Hey, now you've been a true sport to what we're trying to do and build, man, and,
Oh
and
yeah,
they
man.
definitely appreciate you, man. So
Appreciate
you've
y'all,
definitely
man.
kept us entertained as well, man. Like we
Yeah,
definitely appreciate it.
I was looking at. I was looking forward to Sean P. Man, he
Oh,
out there.
don't,
You
oh,
say
don't,
he
oh,
in the
don't
Chris
worry, you ain't.
Brown, huh?
Listen.
Okay.
You get Sean P. Sean P. looking forward to talking with you. So just
Okay.
hold on, just hold on.
Okay. This leave the seatbelt on, huh? Don't take it off.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, you gonna be on a roller coaster when there's all three of us. I'm gonna tell you. Don't let
Okay.
James Boog get on here. Listen, I might have to look.
Pandemonium.
Okay.
Hey, Rev, he don't understand that James Boog on here. I'm at to put my straps on.
Man, look, Bug be making you think though, man. I I like that, man.
Yeah,
He's a
we need it.
challenge.
We need it.
He's a challenge to the system.
Oh yeah. We call him Mr. Calculus, huh?
I've been working on
Hey,
some over the weekend, though, Ace. I'm gonna let you hear. We
okay,
gonna end with it. So
okay.
I think you're gonna like this group here.
Okay.
I just so again, fellas, like the reason I mean that's a hard question to ask, and I forgot to put the word really, cause still wanted kind of it kind of it's a soft approach, but when you add is LeBron really still wanted? Like really? Like
It-
are we in the land of make believe at this point? You feel me?
is that it? If I could pose it differently, is that a yes or no question, or do we have to give an elaborated answer?
No, I mean it's a yes, it's a simple yes or no. I mean, I'm okay with a yes or no. Um, I already told you how I feel, man. I mean, you know, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Come on, I knew it was something else coming. I turned my head. I was waiting to see. You said something. So I'm waiting.
I mean, it's a broken record, to be honest. I'm no longer after having these conversations with y'all, and yes, with the influence of clergy CB. I'm no longer, as of 9:54 Central Standard Time, I no longer believe that Cleveland is the best fit for LeBron.
And why would that be your and if I could ask, why would that be your reason? What if you can give at least one, you have to give elongated, but if you can give at least one reason why Cleveland is not, and if you can give another team the edge, who would that be and why?
Simply because too many moving parts in Cleveland. Entirely too many moving parts in Cleveland. But I see LeBron doing 20 times better at the 4 position than Julius Randle.
So Minnesota would be the location for you.
It's the ideal, dog.
Okay.
Simply also, watch this. Watch this, dog. They've gutted the 4, and DiVincenzo ain't coming back for another 12 months. Perfect situation for Brony to come in and get some minutes. Perfect.
What about you? What about you, clergy? Do you agree, or you have a little pushback?
Oh, he's gonna have to agree on that.
It looks good, man.
Yeah,
it looks good, but hey, I know they ain't Minnesota, but they ain't no Purple Rain. I tell you that.
This dude, oh my God.
Now, it looks good though, man. I will say I agree.
Bro, you're gonna have to chill on that, dog.
I mean, now LeBron is a free agent, right?
Yes. That's
so that's why he said he wants to sign.
That's the big spectacle of it. That's the big spectacle of it. But yes, he's a free agent. Yes.
So theoretically, all teams are not finalized until after training camp. That's when you put the active 12-man roster out. Now, I mean, I know he wants to have his son to come with him, so it's like a 2-for-1 in a sense. Hey, you're getting 2 players for one. We got to come on this team. But what roster is open that actually got spots right now? Because
Minnesota.
besides the train,
Minnesota,
and he's right.
That's what I said.
Miami has spots too. For vet
yeah,
minimum,
I think it's easier if you have a
State
spot already
minimum.
available.
So, yeah.
So, like you said, I'm gonna use your word, real, instead of gutting. They ain't got to do a lot of gut if you got an open spot.
They don't even have to touch it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to say, hey, we can try it this way, we ain't got to move the whole port of Miami
at all,
and we can just slide them on in there. Then, okay, I can see that. But
it's a perfect scenario, bro.
I mean, I just don't like the whole combo with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. I just don't, because to me it looks like almost like in Boston, even though Boston have won with the same type of players at the same position with
it looks
Brown
good on paper
and Tatum.
It looked real good on paper.
But they're not the same type of player, unfortunately. That's the only thing. You have two-way players in one team, and you have 2 offensively volume shooting and scoring players on another team. It is that to me they're not comparable.
Well, one is no
longer and then you have the height, but then you have the height difference too, though.
Yeah,
in the scoring
and athleticism.
And athleticism.
So
Harden
6'5" and Mitchell. They label him 6'3", but he's not 6'3".
Like he's like 6'2.5" or something. Like he's
that's what shoes on. Yeah,
right. But Jaylen Brown is 6'7". Tatum is 6'9", 6'10". So both of them are already at a different lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like you said, that makes sense. H that and Reb, they got a spot open. Hey, shoe them in. We ain't gotta move pieces around and go to what's the street down there? We ain't gotta go to South Beach and Found the Blue and try to move some stuff around to make this happen.
LA Sparks, WNBA news. LA Sparks was one of the hottest teams in the WNBA until tonight. They ran into Angel Reese. Dream won 101-92. I got a question regarding the WNBA for you guys. Angel, what she do tonight? 23 and 13. God. That's only 3 turnovers. How do y'all feel about somebody who is killing it on assists, killing the league on assists, but also turnovers?
Ooh.
You feel me? Like one cancels out the other, right?
Yeah, your assist to turnover ratio has to be high on assists and low on turnover. Man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I tell you what, man. In her 3rd year, Caitlin Clark, and I get it. That's the cash cow. But Caitlin Clark is getting exposed every game. Like every game, she's getting exposed, and I hate her fan base. They're worse than LeBron's fan base.
Dang, real. You said, "Hey, that's a strong word."
Well, and I need to chill out on it. I
can we say dislike?
Yeah, I highly dislike. Well, I hate her fan base as a thing and not people. So
okay,
the fan base is not people; it's people made up of a thing. So yeah, I can hate a fan base. I'm not the individuals, but the fan base is a thing.
I get you talking about as a whole, not the individual.
Yeah,
I get you.
Yeah. Because of the language, I like the fact she comes out and announce it, but let's talk basketball. Like, baby girl, you being exposed on defense is a real thing. You're being exposed on your Yeah, turnovers. Like that's a thing. You can't gloat on like I saw the stat today. Uh, first time somebody in NBA WNBA history who posted 600, I think it was 600 assists,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all had them turnovers. So you feel me?
Oh
Like
yeah,
you can
like they say, it's
right,
different type of commentary for different type of folks.
right. So
So you
so
know,
so I just do you watch the WNBA?
oh yeah, I not like I used to, but I tune in. But I can tell you what, that young lady right now playing as if she gonna get the Rookie of the Year and the MVP. Miles, ooh man, that
She's
girl can score.
nasty. She
Ooh,
is
she can score
nasty,
the
but
ball. Her IQ, oh man, that girl,
yeah, but
man.
Asia's still playing a high clip right now.
Yeah, but my for Ricky, she coming in with it. But back to your point though, Real, that she getting exposed on defense, and I think Indiana knew that. I'm gonna tell you why. Why you think they drafted Raven Johnson? That girl's an
Mm-hmm.
on ball good defender.
Mm-hmm.
She's like to me a mini version of Gary Payton. She will get all in your stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and she ain't afraid.
Not at
So
all.
to pick up, like you say, the lack of Kaylin Clark playing defense. And that's just the thing about sports, man, especially in basketball, right? It's not like football. Football is a one-sided sport. You got offense and defense. Basketball is transitional because you have to play both sides at some point, right?
Yep. Yep.
And some players are just very good on one side of the ball, and some players are just very good on both sides of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it is, you know. And I always say it's why it's called a team sport.
Yep.
If you see I'm lacking, why you won't help me out and pick it up the slack, and we're gonna help each other instead of sitting back and ridiculing me? What kind of teammate is that? That's how I look at sports. I knew when I played sports, I knew my role. I was gonna do whatever I need to do for to help the team win.
We talked about some last week. We took a deep dive in that Boston and Dallas series and understand, Luca got exposed. Um, like basically whoever they basically played pitch and catch with Luca on defense. Like whoever Luca was holding. Like they did that to that boy. Um, the unique thing about the WNBA is they're getting to that point where they see who Caitlin's holding and they're going after her. They're not doing any switches, you know. They're getting after. But you know who the one thing and they showed it last year. Like Indiana is a solid team without Caitlin. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think the world really knows that or understand that. Those ladies went to all the way to the Eastern Conference Championship last year without Caitlin Clark.
Yep, sure did.
And so you have a lot of fair weather fans who are just now starting to watch the WNBA. And it's a problem. Why is it a problem? Because the WNBA has been a physical league. I've watched it prior to Caitlin coming on board. It's always been physical. Always been. It didn't just start when Caitlin started playing. It didn't just start because y'all started watching. It's been a physical team, a physical league. You're gonna have to get with it. But man, the person I'm really disappointed in all of this, bro, is Kennedy Carter. Or Carter Kennedy, whatever her name is. Used to play with she just got waived from the
Way by the Aces.
yes.
Yeah, Cindy Carter. Yeah, she's a good player. Yeah, she's from Fort Worth. Went to A&M. Hell of a player, man. I think the league is trying to, well, not trying. They're basically making an example out of her. She's a good player. Uh, just very vocal. One of them type. Just
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say a head case because I don't recall her having any off the court issues, but I don't think she gel well in the locker room, and she probably has that hot temper, And I think coaches just don't want to deal with that. Like, we'll just rather move on. Hell of a player, though. Hell of a player. They can't. There's no way they can say the girl can play because she actually can flat out play. I just think that they have
In
seen
my
enough, and
in my opinion, she was gonna win Sixth Man of the Year.
oh yeah, absolutely. She can go. I mean, she can go. I mean, every team she went to, she helped out a
I
lot. It's
hated
just like a
I hated that Chicago didn't bring her back because her and Angel was good together.
oh yeah. And now you're talking about Angel. I was a fan of her, man. I feel like now they trying to slack off her a little bit. That she always get a bad rap. They're like, oh, she's always under the goal and miss layups. But one thing I always say, as growing up in sports, if I'm a coach, I'm gonna always take a player who always work. Which
Mm-hmm.
means I know what I'm gonna give from them every single game.
She's always
That girl
around the ball,
works.
man.
She's
Always
always and
around the
she's
ball.
hustling. She works, man. Now, do she has the best offensive skill set? Absolutely not.
But it's
But
gotten
she
better.
works hard. Yeah, she has improved. This is her third season, and she has improved a tad bit. But she works. She works. She steady works at her craft to get better. And like I said, she knows her role, man. Go out there and hey, rebound. And sometimes if she got a lane, she get a steal. She'll try to take it coast to coast. So she's trying to understand the game, a little bit
Seven.
better.
She was 7 for 11 tonight.
Oh yeah,
And eight,
oh
eight
yeah,
for eight on and 8 for 8 on the free throw. So like she's
yeah.
getting
My,
it.
my first time seeing her play, man. Can't believe 2 years ago when she was in college. I took me and my daughter. We drove to A&M and watched LSU. And can't you believe? Man, I won't be surprised that team comes out with a documentary down the line. They had a big fan base. That year they won the championship at LSU in the following year.
Mm-hmm.
They had a big fan base. And a lot of people did the same thing like me. Drove in from, across the state of Texas or Louisiana and followed them girls all the way from Baton Rouge to College Station. And it was a good game.
That's a good basketball they're playing at LSU too, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, I try to tune in more now since my daughter's playing ball. She kind of got me back into watching more women's basketball and stuff. So yeah, I be tuning in, checking out the stats every blue moon, stuff like that.
All right, good. Another question. I think we talked about it in the chat with you. You see Juju coming out early?
I haven't. They did announce it?
No.
No, I was just hypothetically speaking, man. I just think that since the Cummins is coming back, why not just have her to be the face? They need a face for the franchise. It ain't gonna be Brendan Griner, even though Brendan Griner's from Houston, but ain't nobody gonna pay no money to see no Brendan Griner. People would see money to go see Juju. I guarantee you that. Even my homeboys already said, hey, if we get Juju, we getting season tickets. That's a big they already said it. If I say, man, look, I say, think about it, man. The money now, remember we talked about the money, so it ain't like the players got to stay in college.
Money good. Look.
Hey, it's
money.
Hey, Reb, it's great. It's great now.
Yeah, money good.
It's 3 times more what they was making. That's great. So I just, to me, I mean, think about it. Then also, I don't know if you know, they're going through a whole transformation down there at Toyota Center. They're about to add on to more to the arena and stuff like that. So they already prepping for it, man. They're already prepping for it. So why not just welcome her in?
Well, did that law firm release the Cummins name? Because they own it right now.
I didn't get the latest on that, but I don't see why not. I mean, you got what's the name? He'll pay the money. Tim Fertitta. So whatever he got to do, they already got the team, right? It's just all about going through the whole legal process and get everything else finalized on that side. But they already got the rights. It's just the naming rights now, right?
No,
I don't see why they wouldn't.
They don't own the rights right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's just gonna be the last thing. So I think the fact is, hey,
the WNBA did not re-up on the rights of that name. They released it. Man, as soon as they released it, and I want to say, man, yeah, they got it. It's an issue. It's an issue.
they're resolved, man. All Tillman got to do is say, man, I give y'all one of these restaurants, man. That's a done deal, man. They give you one of these restaurants, man. That's a restaurant connoisseur. All these restaurants that man got, man. He trust me, he gonna get it done because he ain't done yet. He already 2 things he wanted. Well, 3. Get the Rockets because he got outbidded way back in the 80s by $4 million to Les Alexander. That's why he didn't get it back in the 80s when Les Alexander bought it for super cheap. So he finally got the Rockets. Okay. 2, get the Cummins back. And 3, he's working on a hockey team.
Yep.
He's working on a hockey. And once he's done. So he's on a mission, man. That's why he pouring money into it. Renovating the arena and stuff like that. So he's on a mission, right now, he's not really running the team. A lot of people don't know that.
Nah, the family is. The family has yeah.
Well, only because he took that role as an ambassador with President Trump. So you can't have conflict of interest. So yeah, his son is actually the go-to guy running operations, stuff like that. But they're gonna get it done, man. They're gonna get it done, man.
Do you think like they're gonna have a expansion draft? And I think that's gonna be interesting. I think that's gonna be interesting in itself.
You said expansion draft?
Yeah, they're gonna have it.
Well, so who's the other team coming along with them? Is just one team?
I thought 2 teams were coming in.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was asking because I didn't get all the intricate pieces because normally that's the purpose of having an expansion draft because you got to expand for the incoming teams. I don't think they necessarily have to have one for just adding one team in a sense.
No.
I could be wrong, but I think, man, this Juju train, man, it's coming from California to Texas, man. I did line it up, in my opinion, because they need a face of the franchise, man. Bring the team back. I mean, come on now. You got to put somebody on the team who's gonna put some people in the seats. I mean, it's a business.
That's a hefty start though. To get some butts in them seats. You got to be able to sell some apparel. You got to be able to get some people in there. So yeah,
no. My apologies. No expansion team, just relocation.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying because they would have been all over that talking about the expansion draft because I know they just added the Toronto team. In Portland. So, yeah, I mean, we just have to sit back and wait. I'm forecasting, man. I think it's gonna come to fruition, in my opinion, man.
Juju on that beat.
She would have to leave early, man.
I mean, unless she has a list of things that she want to accomplish in college.
Her leaving early, her leaving early wouldn't hurt her, like you said, unless she has some accomplishments that she wants to achieve before she leaves.
I know how them women feel about.
Because she has a talent. She has a talent.
Oh yeah, she gonna get the degree. She gonna get that degree, bro. That ain't. You must forgot females. They're real structured when it comes out to that. Us males, we can push that thing out 20 years later. We 50 years old talking about going to get a degree. Man, you wearing glasses and got to take 7 o'clock p.m. medicine to go to class. Man, come on, man. Take no.
Hey, clergy, man, while we got you here, man, while we talking about our up and coming stars from college and on the rise. What do you think about while we still have you here? What do you think about this upcoming NBA class? You have Acuff and you have Peterson and you have Bansta. Like, what are you thinking about these guys and what type of mark they're going to leave on the team in the league from what they've shown, at least in summer league so far?
Because they killing it in summer league, man.
Man, it's a good guard class, in my opinion. You got these guards, I think they can come in and be ready to go. And that's what a lot of teams be missing. Point guard, man. They got a team full of 3s and 2s who running the point. So we got it was a good draft, man, for some point guards. I like that kid from Clippers, man. Reason why, because I seen him playing college and that Illinois had that international team, man. 7'2", big 7'2" guys, and you had Stavakovic's son at 6'7", and the point guard was 6'6". Man, that was a big team, man. You very rare you find a big like NBA length ready team like that in college. Cuff, Marbury already came out and said it, man. Like, nah, they compared him to Marbury, but Marbury said, man, this dude is way ahead of me when I was at his age. Like, he's way better than me. Who else?
And what about those two number 1 and 2 pick? Because they had a meetup like 4 days ago, and it was a battle. What do you think about that? Because one had like 24 or 26, the other one had 27.
Oh yeah, I'm getting my tickets going to DC. I got to see AJ the bouncer now.
Thank you. Come on, Rev. You better get on board because Deacon King Gates ain't been lying to you, man.
Hey, I'm going down there. I know where Capital One Arena's at. You can't miss it. Right down the street from Howard University in the hood. I'm be with my Bible, man.
Hey, look, hold on. Let's see what Rev got to say because I have not been leading them astray. Hold on.
AJ has always been that for me, man.
He's just not sold on a team as a collective.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's because there was too many question marks. Now you have Trae Young, 10 toes down. You got AD 10 toes down. You got Sar. What'd I say Friday, man? Definitely a top 14.
Nah, you wasn't sold on them being a top 4. You said top 6, if not top 5.
At first, there was so much uncertainty. Come on, man. And they got Middleton. Come on, man.
You wasn't sold on them at first.
I was not. Like, it was too much uncertainty.
But that was without Middleton, though.
Yes, it was too much uncertainty.
Okay.
I'm gonna submit to it. I'm
gonna let look. Hey, clergy. When Trustee Sean P get here, he gonna give you a whole nother tune compared to what Rev giving you today, and it ain't gonna be the same. I promise you.
It ain't gonna be the same. So we're gonna have Sunday school first, and then
we're gonna have Sunday school. We're gonna have Bible study, and then we're gonna have church. We're gonna have service. Then we're gonna have Sunday dinner after church.
And make sure to send that Billy fund off around too now.
Clergy CB, hold on, man. Hold on. Don't let him do you like that. I said
he said revival. Vacation Bible school.
I said 5 to 7, bro. I said 5 to 7.
He said 5 to 7. I said top 4, and he said, "Oh no,
because it was too much."
Top 4, yes.
See.
Listen. I said top 4 based on paper,
and it was
based on paper,
uncertainty.
And all of the moves that the East have made. Top 4 at least. Detroit is uncertainty because Tobias Harris is gone. You don't know what you're gonna do with Duren. They off the books. You don't know what you're gonna do with Cleveland because Dean Wade is gone. Harden has not gotten his contract yet. They're unsure if they're gonna keep Mobley and Allen together. That's already off the books. Charlotte has debunked their whole team.
They're not off the books yet. Now come on, dog.
Who, Cleveland?
Yeah, they're not off the books yet.
Cleveland is off the books.
And you said
So,
octopus. What do you mean by
Cleveland,
wait a minute.
listen,
Wait a minute, dog.
Cleveland is literally waiting
Wait a minute.
to see what LeBron is doing to know if they're going to keep their
you're
franchise
you're
going
not finna
or
sit
give
here and
James
do
Harden
this.
his money.
You're
or
not
not.
finna sit here and do this to me, dog. No. You mean to tell me?
Cleveland don't even know what they're going to do because they lost one of their pivotal pieces, who was the small forward for their team.
Washington wasn't a top 4 team because it was too much uncertainty.
Cleveland is an uncertainty. Orlando is an uncertainty. Toronto is an uncertainty, even with them supposed to be acquiring Kawhi Leonard with this investigation.
I don't think so because
Charlotte blew up. They're all uncertainty.
Toronto was a 5 seed, so
Toronto wasn't a 5 seed. Toronto is not guaranteed because they got that investigation going on right now. They're not even in the conversation.
I'm talking about before that trade, Toronto was already a 5th seed, bro.
They were a 5th seed based on hyperbole and injuries.
Man, come on, dog. You're not doing this to me tonight. You are not doing this to me tonight.
Are we seriously going to act as though there were not a plethora of teams in the East that were injured for Toronto to get the 5th seed?
Whoa, that's basketball, bro.
Okay, so I'm speaking basketball.
Come on, dog. Come on, man.
Man, but you say 1 through 4 for Washington Wizards, man. I don't know about that.
I said Washington Wizards 1 through 4 based on paper. I didn't say based on because of just their name. On paper, they are a number 4 seed right now.
Well, y'all hitting it now. I'm a pencil them in at 6 seed. I give them a 6, man. I'm gonna be realistic.
Because he did say 5 to 7. I said at least a dark horse of 4.
Ain't no dark horse,
because Toronto is not certain. Detroit is not certain. Charlotte blew up. You don't know what you'll get from Orlando.
Charlotte was 10, so they're not even in this discussion.
Shoot, they're in the East. In the East, what you got to win? What 42 games getting the playoffs over there in that league on that conference? In the West.
But there's only 4 teams guaranteed right now, and it's only because of names on paper. That's why I said on paper.
Now,
to keep it a bean, dog, I want to say the East was probably a little better last year than the West.
Then what teams?
I mean, due respect, yeah.
No. I just want to ask what team. I just want to ask what teams though.
I'm talking about record wise.
No. I mean record wise, cool, but what teams? Because the West has always been difficult to get out of, no matter which.
Yeah, West tough, man.
The West has always been tough.
You can go out and win 55 games in the West, and
you can still be the 8th seed, 7th, 6th seed.
Man, that didn't happen. That didn't happen last year, though.
That West was tough, man. But hey, to piggyback off of that, now the East is coming along strong because that
a lot of the Western
Orlando
power is going.
Orlando surprised me at the end of the season. We don't know what Charlotte, like you said, because Charlotte basically
blew it up.
They blew it up. Yeah, so there is a chance for Washington to get in
to be a top 4.
Like he said, he needs to get on paper.
Now,
they were good without Chris Middleton on paper. On paper.
No, not at that time, dog. Because AD
Atlanta is not even better than the Wizards without it being on paper.
Now, hold on.
Atlanta is not better because they don't even have identified big. They don't even have identified big.
Hey, they got a point guard though.
What? And we're gonna say the Wizards don't?
Yeah, the Wizards do. But they got Kingston. They got Kingston Fleming. And that young man can go.
No, he can go, but we're talking about on the NBA level now. We're not talking about college or summer league. We're talking about on the NBA level.
Oh no, he's NBA ready. I mean, like I said, now he gonna go ups and downs. He's gonna go through like you always say. Players gonna hit that wall with growing pains.
That Ricky wall, which they all do.
But I'm telling you, these guards, that point guards like for Sacramento, Cuff. You got Fleming, the
A-Cuff, yeah.
Hawks. A Cuff, yeah, thank you.
Hey,
You got
they
Fleming
are
with the Hawks.
they are cold, but January is coming. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
January
realistically, nobody's gonna come out and just have that across the season, this astronomical. They're gonna hit some walls.
Between
they're gonna
AJ
hit some highs, some
DeBansa
lows.
and Darren Peterson, people think that they about to have the time of their life, not realizing that Darren Peterson gonna have to come up against the top guards in the league. This is a guard-centric league.
But did you hear what Peterson said the other day,
AJ DeBansa may have a better chance than Peterson. Because Peterson gonna go up against guards every single night from the west to the east.
But you didn't hear what that comment that Peterson said the other day, though, at Summer League. He said now he's back to being himself because he's a little bit more free.
He don't know what himself is gonna be like until he has to play in that Utah system where you have Triple J, Lauri Markkanen, Keyshawn George, and whichever big they decide to play over there, where he also still has to distribute the ball. Now they're not gonna stop him. They're not gonna stop him from playing his game. I assure you, they probably not.
He's talking like that because he nice in the summer league. That's all that is.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you trying to say he did Summer League highlights?
No,
Hey,
no.
Hey,
CB.
CB. He's a phenomenal player, but when you have to go against Shea, you have to go against Ant-Man, you have to go against Cade, you have to go against Luka, you have to go against some of the premier guards in the league, and you are the point guard. How you're playing is not going to be the same. And between him and Keontae George being undersized guards playing 6'6" guards and the taller, he's gonna have a tough time.
Ask your boy out of Portland right now.
He gonna have a tough time guarding him.
Hey,
listen. He gonna have to guard. He gonna have to guard Damian Lillard, Denny Avdia, and Drew Holiday, and John Moran on the same team.
I be forgetting Dame still, man. What
all that sounds good. Listen, all that sounds good until you hit that rookie wall and realize, oh no, nigga, I'm in the league.
Hold on.
I'm in the league.
I'm finna solve all this, real. LeBron going to Portland. Man, they got Dame. You got to move some pieces over there, man. You got Dame. you got Ja Morant. Oh, man. Hey, man, them dudes ain't finna be playing together long.
Y'all know who we forgot? What's that kid that was a number 2 pick that Portland picked 2 years ago? He buried on the bench now.
Who? Scoot Henderson or Sharp?
Anderson?
Yeah, Scoot.
Scoop balled out this year. He in the rotation. He in the rotation already. He been in the rotation. He was going crazy in the playoffs.
Whose minutes he gonna take, dog? With all these
No. Taking their minutes isn't the thing. He's in the rotation because he was producing this year and in the playoffs. They lost to a better Spurs team, so I don't see that being a reason why he shouldn't get minutes.
No, I'm not saying.
But the league is just guard centric right now. Like, because the Knicks won, we understand it's a parity. Every team wants to be able to beat the team that's won.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing. So every team is trying to do that. Besides trying to orchestrate their team and put them together to be able to beat the San Antonio Spurs with Wemby, they also have to try to create a team that can continue with the Spurs with Wemby and Castle and all those guys, but also create a team that can beat the flip side of that.
Yeah, I see a lot of teams. They stocking up on the bigs all of a sudden. You see that around the league. Because Phoenix got a real nice big boy, man. I think
all I know is my heat is in the winning, so I'm not tripping.
Man, y'all woke me up now, man. That Portland stuff ain't gonna work, man. You got two guys that very ball dominant. Dame needs the ball and John needs the ball.
No, they have a whole team that needs the ball. Denny Avdia needs the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, LeBron going to Portland.
It wouldn't make sense for him to go to Portland if those three guys need the ball, and then he also needs the ball.
Yeah, unless he do a sign and trade.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go. I see you're bewildered because you really ain't think about that.
Mm-hmm. well, the reason why I said somebody got to go because think about it. Ja is younger and Dame is older. I mean, not older, but he got some miles on him, right? So I'm curious to see. I don't.
I can see them keeping Dame and not Drew only because Dame
Well,
can
you
help
got
stretch
Ja too.
Dame can help stretch the floor in a way Drew cannot from a shooting aspect. That's the only reason. But if you need defense, I would keep Drew and ship off Dame. But they have the other young guys from their core who all have bought in to play defense. That's how they won games this year. They all play defense. So do you really need Dame, or do you really need Drew? If you have the other 3 or 4 guys who can play defense, and Jai is your undersized guard, and you have Klingett at the rim, because they got rid of Jeremy Grant, who was their utility guy. They got rid of him. He was in the trade, who I didn't agree with, but they got rid of him.
I think they're gonna use Dame as the bait because he's still valuable, still can play,
and it won't work because Ja gonna get to the rim whenever he wants.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying because, I mean, you have to start both of these guys, right? I mean, of course, Ja at the 1, Dame at the 2, but they both need the ball.
But Dame don't need the ball now. He's about to learn how to move without it because he played with Giannis.
Well, once again, he had no choice. You coming to Giannis' team?
No, but Dame's older. Ja Morant's younger. Now he's having to learn how to play without the ball because if they're going to give the keys to Ja Morant and he shows him that he has promise, hey, you spot up or you get your shots when you get them. But that's gonna be a real short backcourt. I can tell you that. They're gonna be a real undersized backcourt.
Yeah, Ja 6'2", Dame 6'3". Yeah, I mean, well, they're gonna be the new Houston Rockets back in the day. Coutinho, Moe, and Steve Francis.
And Steve Francis. There we go.
I mean, ISO Pro. I'm curious to see that, man. I'm be focusing on Portland, man. I'm like, man, they still do got Dame.
Yeah, but I think they got one more move, bro, before camp.
They got you, man.
Your mic off, bro. Your mic off.
You might. hey, Real, we over there going. There you go. Your mic was off.
You go.
I said, well, you was going hard like you was in the boot. You was in that 713 freestyle. I said, man, he's going hard in the paint. I said, okay.
Now I said it could be similar to LaMelo going to Minnesota with Ant-Man being the athletic one and LaMelo being the one with the ball and not being as athletic but having the decision making. All it is a reverse. Ja Morant is the more athletic one compared to Dame, and Anthony Edwards being the more athletic one compared to LaMelo. But Ja having the ball decision making, and LaMelo having the ball decision making. So it can flip on either side.
That Achilles, bro, and I'm so glad he took the full year off, unlike Tatum. That I think
he didn't take the full year off. He went to the 3-point contest, won it, and sat back down.
But bro, that's a jump shot. That ain't no. You're not flexing that thing.
So we're not gonna count that as him actually still using his body. That's what we gonna do.
Come on, dog. That's not 36
I'm only asking.
Okay, that's a yes or no, right? No.
Look. Answer it how you want to answer it. I just wanted to ask. So we're gonna act as though he did not use his body to shoot shots and win the 3-point contest when there were active 3-point shooters through the year who didn't win it.
No, we're not going to act like that, but we also not going to act like that equates 36 minutes a game. That's one event.
Okay. That's fair.
2 rounds. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
When I say he took the full year off, I mean he has no minutes in basketball play where he's pushing off at least 50 times a game. That's too much on your Achilles.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He should come back healthier, because of that. And I honestly wish they would have gotten went on and signed Tiago Splitter because he did an awesome job last season for Portland. But they chose to go another direction. No power to him on that, but Portland gonna be a problem. I just don't know where to fit them on the spectrum right now, so I'll put them. My bad. I still have to put them 7 through 10.
Okay, so Portland at least still makes the playoff contention for you.
Play
for this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the Melo pickup though, Ant-Man needed that, man, because there's a lot of wear and tear on him, pushing the ball up the court and exerting all the energy. Then he got to go back and play defense. So I like to see them two work together, man.
Hey man, but you know they signed Ayo Dosunmu to his pretty decent contract coming out of Chicago.
Yeah, but that's a six. I told you last week that's a 6-man. That's a 6-man deal though.
I don't think he was meant to play 6-man, man. I don't believe he was.
So when you got coming at the three?
No, he was. I believe he was gonna play the 1. He's undersized compared to Ant-Man and McDaniels.
Well, LaMelo there, so that's out. So
yeah, no, it's out the window now. But Ayo Dosunmu earned his contract for sure.
No facts.
But they also lost a veteran point guard with Mike Conley going to Boston, with Mitchell Robinson going to Boston from New York. So that now they have to rely on Terrence Shannon coming off the bench at this point in Minnesota.
That's why I said it's a spot for Bronny. That's why I said that.
We got to keep that question mark open for you. We got to keep that question mark open.
I mean, I doubt they do it because the market is not an attractive market. So, but it's better than the Cleveland market, though. So,
I mean, I'm as far as a fanfare and love story and heartfelt story, Cleveland would just make sense for LeBron to go back, not Miami.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm becoming a little bit more open to the idea of what you're saying now that you keep saying it and reiterating. And I'm thinking a little bit more on it now.
Bro, they have that can't be done either because they have like 3 or 4 more spots to fill. And you're not going to sit here and tell me they're going to fill them with G League players.
Well, I just know my Miami Heat, they draft guys that don't nobody consider drafting, and they maximize them, and they get paid. So every team can't do that.
Hey, man, I just stopped all that fighting over there, man. Bam and...
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
Come on, man.
Don't do that.
Man,
don't do it like that.
He over there throwing haymakers and stuff. Man, what's going on?
Man, what was that, bro?
Tyler Hero need to keep his mouth closed because when we needed him most, he wasn't there. When we needed him most, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. Listen. When Goran Dragic went out in the 2020 finals, averaging 21.2 points per game for our team, Tyler Hero was the next scoring option. He didn't show up with Jimmy Butler. All right, cool. So in 2023, Tyler Hero was averaging 20 plus points per game. He had a hand injury. Where was he at? We at least got a game off of him. Every time Miami needed Tyler Hero, he was not available. Take your behind to Milwaukee, do what you got to do, but don't throw shots at the players on the team. Throw the shots at Pat Riley. Throw shots at Eric Spoelstra. Throw them at Mickey Harrison. Throw them at the organization who traded you. Don't throw them at your counterpart and a team player who was with you. Because now you're creating animosity between you and another guy that you shouldn't have had there with.
Yeah,
and y'all around the same age. It's not like Bam is 35 and you 22 years old. You're 26 or 28. He's 26 or he's 28. Y'all are literally around 2 or 3 years apart. Keep talking about me and then get back to me. I am gonna hit you in your mouth, and that's what happened. Yeah, why talk trash to me? And I'm not the reason you got traded. You are the reason you got traded.
I don't know, man. Maybe his goons talked him up. You know, he got traded back home, man. So
what happened?
Hey, listen. His goons talked him up, and they weren't with him when the stuff hit the fan. Yep. And I'm keeping it PG. When the stuff hit the fan, your goons weren't with you.
That's what happened, man. Talked you all up
in the mean streets of Milwaukee.
Hey man,
Back at
look,
home.
hey, you was actually the 20-point per score on that team while talking about another guy who's averaging 20 and averaging a double. Come on, bro. Like, we not about to do that. Hey, but brother, while we got you, I got questions for you. I got some shotgun questions for you.
Okay.
Just to see if you prepared, and you don't have to give no elongated answer, right? Just because you hear, and I've asked our panel of Rev and Trustee the same question, just to see if you on board. I know you give your little commentary on them, but I want to see what you got live now.
Okay. All right.
Better defender, Ben Wallace, Rudy Gobert. Why?
Ooh.
Ben Wallace, because he never backed down. Rudy Gobert, 7'2", just inconsistent at times. I mean, I feel like Ben Wallace was shorter and he worked harder too, and he didn't take possessions out.
Okay. One of the only guys who blocked Shaq dunk at the rim, by the way. I'm always make sure I say that.
Always.
Okay.
Always.
Was Melo ever a top player in the NBA? And if so, what year range would you give him?
Whew, man. I feel like one of his best seasons was one of those seasons in New York. I don't know the exact year, but I looked it up that same night you was talking about it, and I did the comparison from Denver to New York.
Okay.
I think that New York first or second year, yeah, Melo was on, man. Yeah, he was on. He was on. Yeah, he had the Garden rocking, man.
I think he got a scoring title in New York too.
Yeah, he did. 2012, I want to say.
I think it was 2012 too. 2012 or 13. One of those
exactly.
2 years, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I feel like that was one of his best years, in my opinion.
Okay.
He had the numbers.
Go ahead. Finish.
No, I say he had the numbers to prove it. And I want to say, I don't know where he finished in the MVP race.
It was probably top 3, top 4.
So, I mean, yeah, that was a good year.
Who's the better player, Vince Carter or Tracy McGrady?
Oh man, you said the same question that was last time, man.
Look, we got to hear from the Camel's mouth now.
But we didn't hear from you. That was last Friday, to be exact.
Man, the chat don't count. Hey, that's still a type of verbal communication.
Look. Now you're in the hot seat. He like, man, I don't know if I want to say this out loud.
Oh man. Well, don't have me on this. The only reason why I'm gonna go McGrady.
Hey, look, that seat hot when you're sitting in it.
Only reason why I'm gonna say McGrady because McGrady got to Hall of Fame.
Because he got
that's why I say don't hammer me on that, but it could go either way. Like Drewski say, it can go left, it can go right. I really don't know. But
you gave to McGrady because of why?
Because he got in the Hall of Fame. I mean, that's supposed to be the upper echelon, right? But I know a lot of guys who don't make the Hall of Fame that still put in work.
Hey,
so that's the only reason.
It's a lot of pushback on this channel and this stream, and Rev Larry about to give you at least a point or two because of it. So just be prepared.
I mean, yeah, that's the only reason why I'm going with McGrady, man.
Yeah, that Hall of Fame is suspect.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of had to refresh my screen when I saw it too. I ain't gonna lie. I said, what? I said, well, he in.
Hey man, I got two more for you.
I'm gonna give you one at the end too.
I have two questions that I haven't asked, and we'll discuss them like another time. But because you're here, I want to get your honest and genuine opinion. Is Scottie Pippen truly a top 20 player of all time?
Ooh.
Top 20 player of all time. He is the top 75 greatest players. I mean,
top 52.
Oh, well, there you go. Ding, 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 ding.
But he's not top 20. Sorry.
Well, I mean, not top 20.
And that's based on the updated like interests that have been put into the later 25 that has been added to the 50.
Right,
Is
yeah,
he
so
still
no, at this given time, no.
And why would you say that Scottie Pippen is not a top 20 player of all time?
As like you just mentioned, a lot of players with the updated lists and players that moved up the ranks, it kind of pushes them down. But I would definitely say it's honorable mention. To be fair,
we don't do those, dog.
So no honorable mention. Oh man, he said no honorable mention.
Dang,
you out. No sir, not top 20.
Okay, well,
it's either you in or you out.
Or you out.
Well, I guess Scotty gonna have to go Scotty on somewhere else then. But like I always tell you, Ace, Jordan wouldn't have 6 without him.
Come on, man,
that's a fact. Who else is gonna help him win them rings besides with Scotty?
Come on, man.
Exactly. Don't go cheating and go to Netflix and run out a DVD. Who is gonna help Jordan win them rings besides Scottie Pippen?
You don't want me to answer that question, but look,
he actually does.
No, you don't. Check it.
Oh, I'm here.
Dominique Wilkins or Scottie Pippen?
Ooh. Dominique, golly, man.
Yeah.
James Worthy or Scottie Pippen?
Man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. The Worthy and the Wilk.
Now, mind you, those are just 2 guys we just threw out there, just for commentary, right? But your opinion is your opinion.
When you ask that question,
but see,
we use modern day moves like how they move in the day.
You could plug and tug a lot of guys.
But see, I always say that players will just put in the right positions to win, man, because sometimes players, they get these players, they draft them out of college and they want them to win the championship. You ain't got the right head coach. You ain't got the head coach can be on board, but the leadership not on board, and vice versa. So, what do you expect these kids to do? Well, these grown men now, because they're in the NBA.
Yeah,
it just and it takes time. You know.
I'm glad you answered.
You can't. That's why teams don't win, because they're not on the same page. Head coach got to be rocking with the organization, vice versa. You know, if one thing goes wrong, it's going to show. It's going to show.
That's the Jerry Krause effect for the Bulls.
And that's what I'm saying.
I'm glad you answering it like that.
That's why it's important to have. To me, I know the head coach is important of the team, but to me, it starts with the GM. If you don't have the right GM in there, that can mess up that whole franchise.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
That's why I have Vince Carter over T-Mac.
That's tough.
I mean, yeah, that's why I said it go either way.
But that's not bad. No, it ain't no either way. It ain't no either way.
No, look. I had my rebuttals too, so I'm with you. Spirit.
So
what you gonna do?
Deacon Ace already know where I'm finna go.
Why? Because he had longevity.
So T-Mac could never get out the first round with Yao Ming, Rafer Alston. You feel me? Shane Battier. Flip flop that. Since T-Mac sat there and disrespected Kobe like that. Flip flop that. What does Vince Carter do with that same roster? Do they get out of the first round?
Yes, possibility. So you're saying T-Mac never got the first round?
But it's saying it's knowing he's not as injury prone either.
So
not available.
You saying he never got the first round?
Yeah.
T-Mac.
Give me.
Grady never got out the first round. He never got out the first round.
Don't even give me Toronto Vince Carter. Give me New Jersey Nets Vince Carter.
So it don't matter how he got it, right? So you still saying T-Mac ain't got the first round?
Yeah.
No. The only time he did get out the first round was in the 2013 finals
that's where I was
against the
going with
Spurs.
it.
But with the Spurs when he wasn't the main guy and
on
he
the
didn't
bench.
play.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But hey, that's what I was going with. I'm like, you sure? Regardless how you get it, he got there.
No. We can't do that. This conversation is about the guy who was the guy who played.
It's the same reason.
If Ray
It's the same
never
reason.
hit that shot, we wouldn't be talking about that because T-Mac would have a ring. So then it'd be like, oh well, he didn't earn the ring. He's suspect. He was just on a bench guy.
It's the same reason why.
No,
Robert
that would be the
Horry
conversation. That would be the conversation.
The same reason why Robert Horry is not in the GOAT debate. It's the same reason why we looking frowning upon that playoff run that San Antonio ran just because McGrady was on the bench. He was buried on the bench. Yeah, he got a ring.
But the difference is that Robert Horry did hit big shots, made key plays.
Facts.
However, he was not the main guy for them to win. He made big shots with the Rockets to get his 2 championships in Clutch City. He made key plays, key shots with the San Antonio Spurs. His 3 years he made, and same thing with the Lakers, especially when they beat the Sacramento Kings to get to the finals. So we're not disregarding Robert Horry in that regard. However, we're not putting him above McGrady as far as an all-star caliber talent who can lead a franchise.
Not at all.
As far as a winner, they're separate in a certain category. At least that's how we came to the assessment. Even if we don't agree on certain aspects of it, that's how we graded it here. It's not saying what you're saying is wrong by no stretch of the imagination. However, how we graded it is if you're at least a guy, it makes a difference. Robert Horry has never been the guy. McGrady was the guy, and from Orlando to the Rockets, where he was injured, Yao Ming was injured, so on and so forth. Cool. I'll give that. But when he was in Orlando and they was up 3-1, when he had Doc Rivers as a coach to Detroit and they lost, we can't ignore that. We can't.
Nope.
Mind you, we're still considered analysts or casual fans. So what we're saying may matter, it may not matter, but there's still the facts.
Yeah, facts are facts. Like they say, numbers don't lie to the scoreboard. Now, Robert Horry was in Houston. He did have a big role. It wasn't just him, Big Shot Bob. He was actually playing in Houston, at the 4 position. Yeah, so, but I'm glad we talk about this. This is always a topic, too, or a talking point.
Well, he was a 3 position.
Hall of Fame. Oh, he's 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who was at the 4? What was it, Colorado?
No, oh, man, you went back. Otis Thorpe.
Yeah, Otis. Oh, my man, Otis. Double
Otis
33. Otis with the shades on. That's what I'm talking about, my man. He had them goggles, man. Well, him and Dream. I couldn't tell who was who, man. Them boys had them goggles, science glasses, goggles on, man. I said,
that was a time to be a basketball fan because that's when goggles was the fad. That was when it was in.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's when you work at the hospital in these safety site jobs. That's when PPE was mandatory. Safety goggles and knee pads. You what?
Come through OSHA.
You, man. He say OSHA 30. OSHA
30. Come through OSHA.
Man, hey man, look. Hey, while we got you, I got one more question for you. And I haven't asked the panel this. 2000s Lakers or 2010s Warriors?
Whoa, though.
Is that really a question?
Yeah, I take 2000.
2000 Lakers, man.
Hey, listen. Hey, this has been a conversation across a spectrum of platforms throughout basketball media. I have to ask from a respectful sense because we have knowledgeable panelists, but we also have a knowledgeable audience who listen to us. So I have to ask: 2000s Lakers, 2010 Warriors, and the reason I ask is only because it's being argued because you have 3 of the most lethal scorers and shooters of all time on the same team compared to the most dominant and one of the most ruthless, if not compared to the most ruthless scorer an attacker of the rim, and mid-range scorer of all time on one team. One team is playing the system while the coach of the 3 scorers and of all time comes from that same type of system. So the edge can go either way from a coaching sense because of the scoring prowess, but the defensive and the dominance of the team of the Lakers. Who would you guys say?
I'm going Lakers all the way. All the way. No, all respect to the Warriors, but we're talking about probably, like you said, the greatest tandem of all time. If they would have just stayed together, man, and that was an era too where you had Sacramento Kings, you had the Portland Trailblazers. Man, it was tough.
Yep.
And I feel sorry for Chris Webber and Chris Webber and Christie and Bibby and them, man. You had to go through that. Portland, Wallace over there was Bunzy at the time. Man, that was
Damon Stoudemire.
I tell people when you own the era, you diminish your dominance diminishes teams you beat, and people won't even know. People don't even know how tough that Sacramento squad was, bro. You don't know, like all those cats you just named. That was a special.
Pejai Stojakovic was over there too, shooting that ball.
Vlade. You had Vlade.
Bro, that Sacramento team. That Sacramento team was nasty.
Come on, man. Pejai off the. Come on, man. Oh man.
Pejai wasn't just coming off no bench. Sometimes he started in that role.
Yeah, he was in the rotation. Yeah,
he came off the bench in Orlando, didn't he? He didn't come off the bench in
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, and it was Sacramento.
Sacramento. He was in that lineup. Yeah.
Hey, do y'all see that Sacramento team beating the Warriors?
Ooh.
The defense is there. Perimeter defense is there.
Because Draymond have a hard time with Chris Webber for sure.
Huh?
Chris Webber have a cakewalk.
And who holding Vlade?
Nobody.
All right, Keith Sweat.
Huh?
Nobody.
Just saying, dog.
No, man, that would be something to see.
Hey, but we can't underestimate the Golden State Warriors bench with Sean Livingston coming off the bench being as efficient as he was, Leandro Barbosa being on that team. Like they had some guys.
They did have a nice,
they had a nice bench, but they didn't have size. That's one of the things that would hurt them or could be an advantage. That's why seeing it would be beneficial.
Then you have Mitch Richmond coming off the bench.
Yep,
you did.
Sure did.
Damn,
but then too, that's a different decade. I'm a big decade guy. Rules have changed a lot from 2000 to 2010. It's a big deal. So how you officiate the games, that makes a big difference too, in my opinion. So
yeah, the 2000s was the last of the Mohicans, man. It was the last of a golden era, in my opinion.
I think that was a golden era of the power forward, the true power forwards.
Power forwards and fives.
Yeah. I know that beast that came in 2002.
I can't even say fives though, because Shaq really demolished that all the way up until like 2006, and then Dwight Howard shortly followed. But there was no true bigs. That's what Jokic is dealing with today. Like there's no true bigs. Wemby's coming in, Embiid can't stay healthy. Zubac is a decent big, but he's not a true match for Jokic or Wemby or Embiid. Miles Turner's not a true big. Brook Lopez is not a true big. Bam is not a traditional big. So like the era of the big man is not what it once was. But the era of the power forwards, true power forwards, that was at 2000. That was at 1999, 1998, all the way until like at least 2012.
Facts.
And I can give you up to 15 power forwards up to that.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you heard me, Deacon, but I know that beast that came in 2002 and put them boys back on the map. Amari Stoudemire. We forgot about Phoenix was coming around that corner too.
Yeah,
because when they had Steve Nash coming from Dallas.
With that offense,
Steve Nash came from Dallas, and then you had Raja Bell. Oh man, you talking that was a team. Raja Bell, you talking about shooting?
Yeah.
Steve Nash,
Boris Diaw.
What's my man over there? Used to talk to the singer Brandy, the shooter, shoot the lights off. Quentin Richardson.
Quinn Richardson. Jason Richardson was over there too.
Well, no, not Quinn. It was another Richardson, man.
Jason Richardson. He was a slam dunk champion.
Right, but I mean, it was another player that was shooting that pigskin, man. It wasn't just Jason Richardson, because Jason Richardson was more of a dunker.
I mean, but Phoenix at that time was still a formidable team from that 2005 to like 2008 when Steve Nash was getting his when he was getting his championships. I mean, not championships, but MVPs. Like they had Boris Diaw, they had Leandro Barbosa over there too. Like they had quite a few guys.
Yeah, hey, that's when ISO Joe came in the league.
ISO Joe was over there too.
ISO Joe. Sean Merriman.
But Sean Marion was over there too. But that was that fast-paced offense without any defense. That's how they ran that game.
Yeah, Penny trying to make the comeback.
Yeah. But see, but that's why I mentioned that was the era of the power forwards, because you had the Rasheed Wallace, Dirk Nowitzki. You mentioned Amari Stoudemire. You had Zach Randolph, Paul Gasol, Miles Swift, Zach Randolph, Tim Duncan, Kevin Gardner, Al Jefferson. Like, come on, man. Chris Bosh. That's 10. That's 10. That's 10.
That boy said Miles Swift.
You said Jermaine O'Neal, huh?
I didn't say Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh, yeah. Jermaine O'Neal, Al Jefferson. Oh, yeah. Man.
Come on, man. Like that was the era of the power forwards, like true power forwards. Antonio McDyess was on that Detroit Pistons team in that.
Yeah, Antonio McDyess. Yes, sir.
What's Noel? What's his name?
He got drafted to Philly. Noel.
Who?
That sounds about right.
Who?
I think his name was Noel or something like that. He got drafted to Philly.
No, he came out of Syracuse.
Real, what we talking about? What team?
He came out. I can't think of his name, man.
I think it was Noel or something like that. Like he got drafted. He had dreads. He had like semi long hair, but not really long.
Oh no, that's not him. He had a flat top.
No, he started with a flat top, but ended up with twists and dreads later.
Oh
yeah.
So yeah, I was right. It was Quentin Richardson was over there.
No, Quentin Richardson was over there. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. Now that was a nice team too. Some shooters, man.
Yeah.
Whew. Remember that?
But I'm saying just the era. I didn't even say Dirk. I probably did say Dirk Nowitzki, but just seeing the era of the power forwards at that point in time, it was insane. Horace Grant was still in the league at the time. Like it was still a hellacious era where like you had true bruisers who understood how to play that dunker spot, play 12 to 15, 17 feet from the rim. That mid-range shot, like that was all of them.
Oh yeah.
He played for Kentucky. My bad.
Nerlens
Noel.
Yep, Nerlens Noel. Yep.
Oh man, look. Clergy, I appreciate you coming on board with us tonight. Don't forget, y'all can hear this rebroadcast tonight at midnight and at 4:00 tomorrow on Radio 17. Man, we want a big shout out to Clergy CB joining us tonight, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
One of our top listeners, man. And as you see, we don't discriminate, man. We let our listeners on, man.
Everybody get this work.
Everybody.
Pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Big shout out to Trustee Sean P, who's at the Ursha and Chris Brown concert. Just in case y'all forgot where y'all at, I worked this up over the weekend.
When the weekend turns to Monday and the stars begin to shine, we're bringing you a message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The most uplifting hour on your late night walk.
We got the freeze cam on, huh?
Keeping everything on track. Deacon King Ace holding down the back. And Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
Hey man, when we see y'all on Wednesday, man.
What?